Test, test, test. Now, can you hear me? Yes, no. Just put up your hand if you can hear. One person. That's awesome. There were some complaints about earlier people being too quiet. Maybe you're too noisy. Maybe that's what the problem is. If you can't hear me, just come closer. We apologise for the burnouts that weren't done by us, but it does give you some idea what you can actually do with some of the cars that we're selling today. Great to have you here. Are you enjoying Ayrburn? Mr. McCormack is enjoying Ayrburn. I can see him there. Nice to see you, sir. Robert Tolp is my name. I've been entrusted, blessed. Well, the privilege is yours, but you know, blessed to actually be your auctioneer, taking you through some lovely cars this afternoon. Again, they say there's no aphrodisiac like horsepower. Is that true? I don't know. Lee? It's worked, hasn't it? Good. 2 kids testifies. But we do have a number of cars. We are live streaming. So again, it's not only people here that are bidding, also people throughout New Zealand, throughout the world as well. They are registered and obviously bidding via the services of Sunday Drive. This is Taylor Campbell. Give him a round of applause because he's done a lot of work. Sorry, guys, that was absolutely pathetic. Try it again. This is Taylor Campbell. Give him a round of applause. This man literally has been on his deathbed. He was vomiting. When was the last time you vomited? Sorry, it's a secret. A few hours ago. Food poisoning. Not from here. It's something he brought down from the North Island. Didn't work. But he's here. That's the sort of commitment that Taylor and his Sunday Drive team put into putting this Ayrburn Classic together. Anyone here ever been to Beach Hop? Yeah, no one? 2 people? That's great. 1 person, thank you. She's part of Sunday Drive. Again, that's what Taylor has also done. They've got a hell of a showroom that we've been doing auctions in East Tamaki, in a lovely little place with no peak hour traffic called Auckland. And now we're here today, obviously, to conduct the Ayrburn Classic auctions. There's 50 cars going up. I'll do them as quick as you want to bid. If it's going too slowly, just upgrade your participation. We've got people bidding online. We've got people bidding by the telephone. And there'll be people here as well. Has anyone got a bidding paddle? You're not being tricked here. Just wave it at me, please. This is the only safe time to do it. 1 person, 2, 3. All right, we've just got to make sure that if you do actually, if you are successful with buying 1 or more of the cards, that we need to register that bidder number just to obviously complete the transaction. Obviously, part of bidding is to buy is to pay. That's the green and white tent just behind you there. That's where you'll go with Molly and her team to obviously finalise the transaction. Put over the readies and we hand you the keys and you can drive it out, do a couple of donuts if you like. Apparently it's allowed. And then go on from here. So there's 50 cars. Again, any questions before we get underway? Now, I can't hear you, so it doesn't really matter what your question is. I can't hear it anyway. But what we will do to warm you up, and you don't need to actually be... Oh, this is Richard Stringer on my right-hand side, by the way. Auctioneer at my age, anything can happen. If I fall over, he's coming straight up, which is great. We've got a $500 voucher here. You don't need to be registered to bid on this. So again, but I'm going to go fairly quickly. Now, the way this works is that I'm in charge. So therefore, I'll tell you how much you're bidding, and then you just confirm it. Does that make sense? Yeah, now this is all the money going for this $500 voucher. This is a shop online at maguires.co.nz. The money is going towards the Arrowtown Fire Brigade, Baskets of Blessings, and Street Smart. All right, so it's a good cause. This is just to warm you up. This is to see if you're actually still awake. Some of you have been partying, boozing since last night, so I don't know. But this is a $500 voucher. I'm going to make it that if your hand is in the air, it's going to be $20. How's that go? Sound good? $20 over there and $40 now. At $40, don't worry, I can talk as fast as you can bid, but at $40 and we sell it away, you've got to make sure... Call out bid. 40, I've already got 40 behind you, Rick. $60 straight back there. 60 over with the Panama and 80 now. Where is it? Here. At 80, at 120 now. At 120 would have been 40 and 40 right next to me here. At 140 would have been 60. At 100, first $500, you can put it back on Trade Me. 160, just wave, call it out. 200. There you go, it's got 30 seconds of my life back, that's good. Add $200 there, make it 20 if you like, make it 250. Does someone just want to give me $400? There we go, $400, madam, yes, thank you. I've got you there, Rick, at 400 there, make it 20 if you like. But at $400 and I sell it away, first chance and it goes at $400, buyers is there, 20 in West, worth 5, you cheapskates. Second time we sell it at $400, hi. Third and final time at $400. 450, I love the play. At 450, come straight back with 5 if you like. You're a long way away, and I can't step off stage because then this stops working. So that's the way it works. At 450 with Rick. At 450 would have been 5 now, but otherwise at $450, and we are selling it away at $450. Go on to them, congratulations. Give him a round of applause at $450. Rick, come and grab it, mate. Now, Rick's commitment is to do 2,000 steps during the auction. If you see any of the videos of Ayrburn or Sunday Drive, that's Rick. He's our model. So Rick collecting cash? Yeah. We're on a very restricted budget. I'm just kidding, Rick. Now, the other thing we're going to do is we've got a test lot. If we just bring up the test lot, that would be great. Have we got it there, Tracy? And I've got somebody in my ear, by the way. Got you there. And this is a test lot. Now, the way this test lot is working, just to make sure we've got no bugs in the machine, we're doing this test lot. No, you're not actually buying anything. It's just to test the people at home. You can also give it a go if you like, bars, but again, it's not actually, you're not actually buying anything, but just some bragging rights. That's about it. All right, let's go. Gary, you're online now at $200 now. Would have been 3 if you like. At $200, going for 4 perhaps. At 2 now, you can give it a go if you've got a bidding number. Now, I've got the 3 now, 3 now at a bid 4. Just say bid online if you like, Trace. At 3 and 4 now and 5 at the back of the room. At 5 now, would have been 6. At 6 now, $500. I've already got 6 here, Rick. It's not Dutch. I can't go back. I'm Dutch. At 6 and 7 online. At 7 now, would have been 8. 8 now, I've got you. At 8 now, I'm seated down. At 8, 8 is online and 9 now and $1,000. At 1,000 now. Yep. Okay. I've already got 1,000 here, Rick. That's okay. It's a bit of a delay. At $1,000. Okay, we've got $1,500. $3,000. That's even better at $3,000. We're going to keep it at $500. It's a dummy lot. You know, $4,000. There we go. 5. You know, I am absolutely superfluous. Got you there, Clive. At $6,000. I like the way 7. Let's just make it 25,000. It doesn't matter.
Well, we got 100,000.
We're just testing the system. Where's $100,000?
Over here, Toppy.
At $100,000 for nothing. For absolutely nothing but bragging rights. Photo opportunity with Taylor afterwards. At $100,000 there, make it at 110 now. I've got make it 15 if you like. At 115, 20. You know what, folks? You guys are warmed up, right? That'll do. Congratulations, righto. Let's get into it.
We got this.
All right. I am, Trace. Sorry, I've got somebody in my ear, so I'm not talking to myself. Again, folks, what we're going to do is we're going to kick straight into it. There's 50 cars. I reckon this is going to take about 4 hours, maybe 5. The lights, well, we'll be here till midnight if need be, because that's our commitment. Thank you to all the sellers that have entrusted Sunday Drive and myself with obviously selling their prized possessions. We appreciate that. Now, we've got 3 of them. One of them is there. One of them is that Porsche. And the third one is this 1967 Jaguar S-Type buys. This is a no-reserve auction. Well, put it this way. It was actually a $1 reserve, and I'm already selling away because online I've got $700. Tracy, if you don't mind, we've got to get to $1,000. We've got to make it $1,000 bids. And let's go from that. Fikes, 1967 Jaguar, why not? Let's go buyers at $700 now. Is there 8? At 7 now, it'll be 8. $800 surely. $800 for a car. $800 we've got now. And the gentleman up there, he's selling one, he's buying another one. I love it. We've got $800 there. G'day, Damien. At $800 now, where's 9? At 8 now would have been 9. I've got now, is there $1,000? At 9 now, looking for $1,000 now. At 9 now would have been 1,000. Where's $1,000 now? 1,000 I've got. All right, we're now going to go in $1,000 increments. I've got $1,000 online. Good on you, Keith, if you're watching, but $1,000 now. Got it here online at $1,000. That's got to be got to go in $1,000 lots.
2 here, Toppy.
Where is it?
Over
there, $2,000 now. 2,000 got you there. Bid up. At 2,000 now, at a bid 3 I've got here on the telephone. At 3 now, at a bid 4, and we sell it away. That's all right. $3,000. Just listen to me. That might be wrong, but I'm rarely wrong. I was wrong once. We're divorced now, but at $3,000 we're here. At 3 now, it's not funny. At 4 now, got your Clive. At 4 now, at a bid 5, and we sell it away at 5. At $5,000. 5 I've got. At 5 now, we're at 6. Where is it? 6 with Richard. At 6 now, at a bid 7. At 6 now, just give me a wave. Got you there, sir, at 6. At 6 now, and is there 7? But I sell it away at $6,000 for a Jaguar. At $6,000. And I've got 7 online. 7 now, looking for 8. 8 is it? 8, I've got 7 online, make it an 8.
Yep.
At 7 now, an 8, and I've got an 8 with Richard. At 8 now, would have been 9. At 8 and looking for 9. 8 on the floor and 9 I've got now with Clive. At 9 now, would have been 10. At 9 here. At 9 now, would have been 10. At $9,000 I've got.
Yep.
and 10 now. 10 I've got, looking for 11. $11,000 online. At 11 now, it'll be 12. Make it a 15 if you like, but $11,000. And we sell it away at $11,000, buyers. All we're done. I can talk as fast as you like, but 11 now, 12 with Richard. 12. At 12 and 13 here. 13 on the phone. At 13 now, it'll be 14. At 13 I've gotten 14 as well, but at $13,000, 14's online. At 14 now, it'll be 15. 14 I've got here. At 14 online. 14 now, another 1,000. Where's 15? Yep. 15 with Rick. 15 I've got there, Richard. 15 and 16 here. 16 on the phone. At 16 now, it'll be 17. At $16,000 buyers when we sell it away. At 16 now. 17 online. At 17 now, looking for 18. At 17 now, it'll be 18 and where? But at $17,000 and $18,000 and straight back. At 18 now, and I sell it away. First chance at $18,000. It's the buy of the day at $18,000. Anything more? Second time and it goes. Make no mistake, hammer down and it's sold at $18,000. Third. Last roll at 19. How much? No, it's $1,000 lots. I'm trying to sell it, not rent it. It's not personal. 19 I've got online. It's okay, it's never personal. $19,000. I will quickly run out of one-liners, but I'm not there yet. At 19,000 online, 20 I've got. 20?
21.
No, we don't take $500. This is a shopping trolley in Auckland. It's a shopping trolley.
21.
Keep your shopping. And 21 I've got. We just got to go in $1,000 bids. At $21,000. At 20 now would have been 2. But at $21,000 here and it goes at $21,000. All done. And first chance now at $21,000 with Richard. Second chance buys and it goes at $21,000. Third and final time at $21,000. 22. All right, 2-2. The Richie Benno. At double 2, and here we go. At $22,000 is there 3 and where, but at $22,000. At 22, again, bidding from the cheapest seats.
22.
At 22, already got it here, Richard.
Oh,
at 22, that's okay. At 22 I've got. At $22,000. Don't lose it for $1,000. Don't lose it for $1,000, Richard.
We're at 22.
At 22 there. Be careful what you say, Richard. We can hear you. At 23.
I know.
At 23 now, is there a 4? But at 23,000 and it goes. At $23,000 buyers and all done, and I sell it away. On my left, your right at $23,000, folks. And it goes at $23,000 buyers first, second, third. Last roll of the dice at $23,000. Need a 4. I know you're holding up 5. Is that 25? But I sell it away at $23,000 and it goes. Where's 24? 24 online. Was that 24 online, Trace? Okay, $23,000 buyers. I count it down. 3, 2, 1. All done with you. I need the bidder number. Sold. Congratulations at $23,000. Bidder number, Richard. I need the bidder number. Minor detail.
You're online, weren't you?
No, there is. No, it's right there.
Oh, yeah. 308.
Of course it is. Bidder number 308.
Bottom.
Quite serendipitous for a motor vehicle auction. Could be lucky, sir. All right. Tracy, you good? It's all right. Don't have a heart attack. Don't have a heart attack, Trace. Folks, we move along to lot number 2, the 1914 Ford Model T Roadster. And there she is. You can pick any colour as long as it's black or green. We do sell, obviously, subject to our seller's reserve price. If we get close enough, folks, we might drop the hammer pending the seller's approval. So please understand that, folks. I'll look for an opening bidder offer on the 1914 Ford Model T Roadster. Gee whiz, buyers. I don't mind. There may be $5,000 to get me started. If you bid me 5, I guarantee I won't sell it to you, but we need to start somewhere. Looking for $5,000, buyers. Absolutely no question of value at $5,000. And I've got you now at $5,000. That was with Rick, I believe I heard that voice. At 5 now, and good luck, buyers. We're going to go in $2,500 lots. Is there 7.5? But at $5,000 I've got. At 5 now, looking for 2.5, maybe online, maybe telephone or in person. But at $5,000, and we can't sell it away at 7.5 online now. Got to be a 10, Rick. Got to be a 10, Rick. I've got 7.5 here. How much, Rick? 10. There we go. $10,000. At $10,000 I've got. At 10 now, come straight back with 12.5 if you like. At $10,000 front and centre and seated. At $10,000 buys there 12.5. At $10,000, again, folks, below a level at which I can sell it. But at $10,000, folks, first chance here. At 10 and triple O, buy second, third, and final time. Again, if there's nothing higher, folks, we're going to pause, have a quick chat to the highest bidder, and we will move on. At $10,000, buys anyone northwards of there. All right, Rick, what's the bidder number, please? Bidder? 200, of course it is. All right, 200, we're going to pause there at $10,000. Rick, you can have a go there. Tracy, we're just going to move along here. Happy. All right, gee whiz. Now, this is something a little bit special. Lot number 3 is the 2008 Chevy Corvette N2A. N2A means no two alike. This one is absolutely, well, it's a one-off. It's a modern Corvette, impossible to duplicate. This is bespoke in every way. Now, I've got some good friends where their lucky number is 58, and aren't you in luck? Because this is actually personalised with model number 58 in the door trim. First time it's being offered in New Zealand. Had a conversation with the sellers yesterday. It's reluctant that they're giving it up. But again, if the price is right, where we do that, folks. Now we're looking for an opening bid of $125,000. What do we think? Just to kick it away, again, folks, you are buying future-proof. Don't we all wish that we still owned the first car that we ever had? I saw mine, Ford Escort, round the corner. Yep, in better nick than mine was. What do we think, folks? 125? 100? Don't mind. Call it a number that works. Otherwise, I just pass it in and we move along. Now, much like the people down here, no two of you are alike. Not funny. Okay, they'd laugh at that in Auckland. All right, that's okay. What do we think, folks? Opening bidder offer for the Chevy Corvette. Otherwise, just merely pass it in. All right, folks, we'll be passing that in. I wish the sellers well. Good luck to Sunday Drive. And we'll move along to lot number 4, which is the 55 Jaguar XK140. Jaguar fan I am myself. This is the right-hand drive. This is matching numbers example as well, folks. Imported to New Zealand back in December 1962, the year of Taylor's birth, so I believe. This is the first time since 2011. This is the first time in a long time it's been available and for sale, folks. We call for an opening bid of $62,500 is the suggestion. Even if you've never bid on a car before, you can put up your hand at 62.5 and we guarantee we won't sell it to you. Just to break the ice, what do we think? Kick it away, buyers, at 62.5. $60,000. Bit more palatable. Now, my wife said that I've got permission to bid on this. Well, she didn't say it, but I sort of read between the lines. She's just over there. I'm not going to look into her eyeball. But again, this is a great car, worth every cent and more. All right, folks, again, otherwise I just merely pass it in and we move along. Please don't take no bids as being an indication of no interest in a vehicle. There's plenty of opportunity here to either buy now or later, folks, but right now you keep the process nice and transparent. Any bids on the 55 Jaguar? All right, we've got $60,000 online. At $60,000 online, look for 2.5 from here. At 60 now, it'll be 2.5 if you like, but at $60,000, folks, I'll merely give her that 3 count first chance at $60,000 and online. Second opportunity gone at $60,000. Buys third. Last roll of the dice at $60,000. One moment. Pause or pass in. Right, so my instructions are we're going to pass this in. I'm looking at bidder number 5034. The team will continue the conversation afterwards at $60,000. Right, again, folks, if you've got any interest, please make sure you see Taylor and the team. We'll move along, buyers, to lot number 5. Gee whiz, a 1978 Toyota Crown. There's a little bit of a history with these type of vehicles. $50,000 from you. It's got the British racing green there. This is the Toyota flagship luxury sedan in the era. Who here is old enough to have been driving in the 70s, legally or otherwise? Yeah, you remember the Toyota Crown, right? This gave you bragging rights down at the golf club. You were never single. You weren't single for long if you owned a Toyota Crown. If anyone here is single or soon to be, all right. If the person next to you laughed and you're part with them, then have a word. Folks, we've got an online bid here at $7,500. It's $7,500, looking for 8 now. A mere $500 to go, but at $7,500 is there 8. At $7,500, look for 8 now for the Toyota Crown. One of the flagships of the Toyota fleet. At $7,500, I'll look for 8 now, buyers. Otherwise, we're going to pause and have a conversation with the team here. And Avi, who is bidding online, I wish you well, my friend, but at $7,500. Folks, is there 8 and where? Or at $7,500, we give it the first, the second, the third, and the last call. Conversation?
Right there, gentlemen.
I think so. Appreciate your patience. No, hold tight. Sorry, I've got voices in my ears and in my head. And in my head.
Didn't we have an absentee bid on the Crown?
Bear with us, folks. Just taking instructions. That's right, folks. We've got a few moving parts here. There's people in my ears. There's voices in my head. I find it's hard sleeping at night. Rick's on the telephone, as is Taylor. Just getting instructions here. Happy to have the chat. Rick, you having the conversation? All right, so again, folks, we're just going to pause and park. $7,500 is the online bid at the moment with bidder number 5012. Happy? Right, so again, Rick, you've got to take care of that. I've got an online bid here at $7,500. We'll move along to lot number 6, buyers. Lot number 6 is the 1966 Porsche 912. This had over a $30,000 engine rebuild down in Invercargill, buyers. Matching numbers, engine and gearbox, German built, US new, later imported New Zealand. Approximately 90,000 miles, which is very low mileage for a 1966. I've done that in the last 2 years. Manual transmission, finished in red as it should be. Buyers, good luck, and displayed in Ayrburn and featured in print media. Buyers, good luck. We've got an online bid here. I've got an on $60,000 here. Go in at 2.5 if you like to keep you all involved. Porsche. Porsche, a lot of you have got children named Porsche that you don't know about. I'm just kidding. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah. But again, the car's so good, we name kids after it. At 60, my son could have been named Porsche, but at $60,000 I've got online, 62.5 now. 62.5 of them for 5. At 62 and 5 and online now, and 65 is where. But at 62.5, add, start, doesn't matter your Porsche collection. But Richard, you've got a couple of Porsche, my friend, at $65,000 and online with you, Mark. 65 I've got here, next 67.5, thank you, sir. 67.5 on the floor here, Tracy. 67.5, and I've got $70,000. That's $70,000 with Si. At $70,000 and on the floor now, 72.5 is online. At 72.5 now and 75 now. At 75 would have been 77.5. At $75,000 again, just wave, give me a nod or wink and a wave. 77.5, thank you, sir, and welcome back. At 77.5, and again, it's on the floor there, and 80 is straight back. 80, sir, can I say 82.5? 82.5 now, make it 5. So what happens with the Porsche? You hesitate, it's worth more at 85 now. At 85 now, it would have been 7.5. At $85,000 is there, 7.5 is where. At $85,000, sir, have I seen your best? 87.5, it's worth it and more. At $85,000, if there's any change to my instructions, let me know. At $85,000 and online, again, the team is working hard. At 85, 87.5, got you there at 87.5. At 87.5 on the floor now is there 90. At 87.5 and come straight back with 90. 90's online. 90's online, make it 2.5 if you like. At $90,000 here, it's here, make it 2.5 if you like. Just have another drink and bid again. That's what I would suggest. But not really. Or yes. At $90,000 here, folks, and we're online. All done at $90,000. Need another 2.5 to go. But at $90,000 first chance, any change to my instructions. Second time online here at $90,000. Third and last roll of the dice at $90,000. Sir, do we just go straight to 92.5 or 95? Where is it? Oh, in the cheaper seats. Okay, just you can pull them back from the Lamborghini section over there. Yes? 92.5. You can tell that Rick's an auction. He's got a hell of a voice for it. The rest of us need microphones. But at 92.5 on the floor here, Tracy, is there 95 now? 92.5 I've got. At 92.5 again over there on my left, your right at 92.5. Is there 95 now? But at 92.5, all done. Any change to my instructions, let me know. At 92.5 and 95 online. At 95, do we come straight back with 2.5? At 95, it's here. Need another $2,500. At 95, is there 97.5? At $95,000 online, first chance in here. At $95,000 buys twice now, quickly. Third and last chance at $95,000. Any change to my instructions? Okay, on the phone there, maybe Si. At $95,000 I've got online. Not a level I can sell the car. We are so close. At $95,000. Si, yes or no? Not at this stage at $95,000 and it's online. Is there another 2.5 over there? Yeah, 97.5 now I've got online. Yeah, 97.5 I've got online. Look for 100 now. Is there 100 there? At 97.5, if there's a change of instructions, let me know. At 97.5, need to know. 100,000 just sounds good. Rolls off the tongue. $100,000. Rick's doing it. Oh, geez, now the crowd's getting ugly. Do it. Well, why don't you just all contribute? We'll just We'll throw a pot around. Everyone kick in. You get a share in a portion. You get a... Not really, you don't. But at $97,500, folks, first chance. 97.5. Otherwise, again, we take the conversation away from here. Second, all done. Third, where is it? Bear with me. $100,000 online. Oh, stop it. I'm in charge. Give it a rest. Use up the energy to bid. But at $100,000 I've got online here, I appreciate it. At $100,000 here is there 2.5 to go. At $100,000, anything else? Otherwise, we'll sell it subject to pending vendor's approval. At $100,000. All done? Bear with me, bear with me. Big decisions, we understand that. I mean, they're just trying to book their flight because they drove down here and don't know how they're going to get home now. At $100,000. Okay, in that case, I'm going to sell it subject to pending vendor's approval. Yep. All right, so what we're going to do here, folks, is we're going to sell the car pending the seller's approval. I'm sure a little message is about to go up on that screen. At $100,000, folks, all done. I'll drop the hammer pending the seller's approval. 2.5 now. That worked. At 102.5. Here we go, 102.5. Is there 105? Because I'll drop the hammer. That person will have that first exclusive right to negotiate with Taylor and the team and the seller. At 102.5, looking for 5 now. At 102.5 and all done. At 102.5, we drop the hammer pending seller's approval. All done. Okay, so we're just going to, again, you can clap if you like. That's quite a bit of effort. Quite a bit of effort. Okay, so we're going to sell it, Tracy, in my ear. Selling it subject to vendor's approval. Okay, and the bidder number was 5076. Yep. Yep, pending seller approval. That's how it works, folks. If you do still have interest in this vehicle, see Rick, see Taylor, see the rest of the team. We move along to lot number 7 buyers, which is the 1937 Hudson Terraplane. What a vehicle this is. Wowee. Again, folks, this is straight out of the Motor City of Detroit. Long-term ownership. So this has been in the same garage, in the same family for 30 years. In fact, this is probably means more to them than their children. I don't know that for certain. I don't know that. But again, pre-war coupe, rare and irreplaceable. Guys, we've got a reserve price on it. I call for an opening bid or offer. Is there maybe $30,000 to start me away? At $30,000, this is good. It's so big you can sleep in it. You don't really need a house. It's like a 4-bedroom car. No, not really. Okay. $30,000 to start me away. Otherwise, we'll merely pass it in and move on. And we do that now. Okay, we'll pass it in, Tracy. If you've got interest in it, please talk to the team afterwards. We'll move on to lot number 8. Now, this is something a little bit special. It's a truck. Hello. Hello. Yep, I've got some interest from the person in my ear. 1957 Chevy Apache buyers. This is fantastic. It hasn't been over-modified. It's got the immaculate timber deck. You would have seen that there as well. Again, in Cascade Green. It's a standout colour. The Chevy 3100 Deluxe Cab. Folks, the owners are realistic with this, and I wish you well. Folks, I call for an opening bid, an opening offer. Our suggestion is $45,000, unless you want to tell one of the team something else. Online, what do we think? On the telephones or in person? Absolutely signature piece. What do we think, folks? 2 offerings today. We've got the Ford, we've got the Chevy. Don't mind. His and hers, his and his, hers and hers. Not here to judge, just here to sell. Folks, is there an opening bid? I've got $45,000 online now. 45, it's going 2.5 if we can. At 45 online, suggestion is 2.5, looking for 47.5 now. At $45,000, folks, and it's online at 45. Looking for 47.5 to go where? But at $45,000 buyers would have bid 47.5 now if you like. Otherwise, first chance at 45 quickly now. Twice and third and final time at $45,000. All right, we're going to pause and negotiate there, Tracy, with bidder number 5034. That's $45,000 at this point, not at a level I can sell it. All right, we're going to come back to that. We're just going to pause that, and I'll let the team talk to that. That's okay? Happy, happy? Yes, please, Tracy. Yes, yes. No, 0. Okay, so again, folks, we're going to continue the conversations behind closed doors. We move on to lot number 9, 2009 Porsche 911 Carrera 2S. All right, this is the PDK automatic transmission. Obviously, it's the Porsche transmission, a nice and smooth New Zealand new example. Now, only 15,500 kilometres from new. So again, you can do the maths, but this has basically been sitting in someone's garage. Okay, this has been highly looked after, and we appreciate that. The reserve price shows me they want to sell it. I've got an online bid at 47.5. At 47.5, looking for 50 now. At 47.5 and 50 is where at 47.5 and online. Is there $50,000 to go, but at 47.5 it's online. Buyers all done for a lovely, lovely Carrera. First chance, and there we go there, sir, at $50,000. Got you right there. At 50 now, at 50 now, at 50 on the floor, Tracy. At 50 now, looking for 52 and 5. 50 now, 52.5, same gentleman. Yes, sir, at 52 and 5 on the floor. At 52 the half, they're looking for 55 if you like, sir. At 52.5, 55 if you like. And 55 online. 55, sir, it's against you. At 55, where is it? I heard the whistle, and it wasn't a wolf whistle. Where is it? Wave. Okay, 55 here, I've got 57.5 here. Good on you, sir. At 57.5, sir, make it 60 if you like. You're not overpaying, sir, I'll tell you when you are. It's not yet. At 57.5 and seated there, looking for 60 if you like, at 60 online. 60 I've got online, so it came straight back with 2.5. Just look straight at me if you like, so we'll take out the middleman. Just give me a wave at 62.5 if you like. At 60,000, I said 62.5 now with the thumbs up. 62.5 on the floor here, Tracy. At 62.5 and for 65 now. At 62.5, sir, gentlemen, very savvy. You look educated to me, my friend, at 62.5. At 62.5 and 65 is online. 67.5. Just give me a nod. Say it quickly, it's painless. It's only money. It's only money. All right, 65,000 online there. Do we have 67.5 over here? Still below my selling instructions at $65,000. And online there's 67.5 there, sir. In or out? No? Okay, go nowhere. I've got more. But at $65,000, and again, folks, it's a little bit below our reserve, so we will take the conversation away. We will pause if need be. But at $65,000 buys any advance?
Up, bit.
I heard it.
Yep.
How
Here,
much?
Droppy.
And a half.
We're at 67.
Oh, we've already got it here, Rick. It's got to be 70.
69?
No, year of my birth, but no. $70,000 I've got here, Rich.
All right.
70 I've got here. It's got to be 2.5. At $70,000, gentlemen, and seated. The most relaxed bidder I've ever seen. Any more horizontal, he'd be comatose. Hopefully he's not. But at $70,000, it's with you. At 70 now, it says 72.5. But at $70,000 buyers, all done. And we pause here at $70,000. 72.5 got you back. At 72 and 5 and 72 and 5 already here, Tracy, or I'll take it online. Richards.
Yep.
Okay, it's with you. Priority is here. At 72.5 on the floor for 75 now. At 72.5 and it's here. It says 75 to go. At 72.5 all done buyers. We pause it here at 72 and 5. We are close. No change to my instructions. Sorry, almost hit you. At 72.5 buys, again, I call it away 3 times. We'll pause and we'll have a chat here. First chance at 72 and 75, it's online. Richard, tell him to pay more. Check the other pocket. Phone a friend, a wealthy one, I'm not sure. But at $75,000, it's online now. At $75,000, do we go to 77.5? Any change to my instructions? At $75,000, and it's online now. Looking for 77.5.
Yep.
77.5, don't die. Tracy, don't die. Sorry, you can't hear it. It's in my ear. She's not well. That's 77.5. I think she feels sick about the price of some of these cars, but at 77.5, it's on the floor. Come back online if you'd like. At 77.5, online bidders, where have you gone now? But at 77.5 and 80 straight back, and good on you. At $80,000 straight down the barrel. At 80 now is at 82 and 5. At $80,000, Richard, they're in second place. They'll be sitting in the back seat, a bit tight. At $80,000 here, folks. And again, need some instruction. I've got $80,000 here. If we're any closer, let me know. At $80,000 online, folks, we are oh so close. At $80,000, sir, is there another 2.5? Sir, you've spent nothing yet. That's got to be a good sign. It's got to be a good sign, my friend. At $80,000, again, straight down the barrel, buyers looking for 82.5. Taking some instructions over here as well. At $80,000, hard for a bloke to multitask. You know that.
Yep.
First out, 82.5, and welcome back. Back like David Tour. At 82, if David Tour is here, I apologise. At 82.5. 82.5, it's on the floor, looking for 85 and online. At 82.5, and it's here looking for 85. If we've got it, looking for some instructions as well. At 82.5, is there 85 to go? At 82.5 buys, all done for a lovely Porsche Carrera 2S at 82 and 5. Richard, you should just buy it and add it to your collection. At 82.5. If I was looking for 85 now, I'd call it away first chance. At 82.5, any change, second, third, And final times are anything more and online at 82.5, it's here. 85, it's back. 80, oh, a new bidder. Didn't mean to offend them with the lower bids. At $85,000 straight down the barrel and online at 85. Richard, can we go to $90,000? Be done with it. I'll get 5 minutes of my life back. At my age, it all counts. At $85,000. You got to do it. At 85, all the thoughts?
Put it on the market.
On the market? All right, we're on the market and we sell for one of a high bid. Luke, you are watching online. Yes, you can put it on there and we're selling away. A lovely Porsche changes hands. It goes to our new home.
86.
86, and I've got now happy to take the $1,000 at 86 because it's all strategy from here, and we sell it away at $86,000. At 86 now, taking $1,000 online or on the floor. So now's the time, sir. No second chance. Only regret and remorse, don't go there. But at $86,000 with your buyer over there, Richard, I call it away. First chance, and it goes. Second time buyers, all done quickly. Third and final times, I quickly pull a blood vessel at $86,000, and we are selling. And over here we are sold. Congratulations,
Yeah, well
$86,000.
319.
319. 319. Congratulations, by the way. That was exciting.
Easy, isn't it? Easy. Sorry, money.
Yeah, need to lie down. Not really. Oh, hello. Lot number 10. Don't give me no Buick. Let's grab the Thunderbird. 1957 Ford Thunderbird buyers, one of the most collectible American convertibles of the era. This is absolutely iconic. It's got the porthole hard top. It's got white walls. It's got the white wire steel tyres. The wheels there, I should say, folks. It's all there. The description's there. Folks, if you've seen it over there at the Sunday Drive display, gee whiz, what a car it is, folks. Now, I've got a bit of a weird and wonderful bid online here, so let's go with it. That's all right. $87,745. I've got to just round it away at $90,000. We'll go on a 5 from there, Tracy. But at $87,745, folks, we're looking for a $90,000 bid. Look, if you've never bid on a car before, comfortably bid me $90,000. You will not be buying this car. Not at that level. I wouldn't get to my car in one piece. So have you ever... Where is it? $90,000 I've got here. Now, normally closest to the auction here, bids, so you bid first or last. You're looking for a Morris Minor, sir? No, but have I got a Thunderbird for you, my friend? All right, by the way, you haven't spotted a single bid. Come on, sir, that's what we're paying you for. Nice to see you. $90,000 I've got now, buyers, they're 95. At 90 now, at a bid 5. At 90 now, at a bid 5, is there 5 online. At 90 now, I'm looking for 95 there again for that 57 Ford Thunderbird. Love the name. At $90,000 I've got there, folks. Is there another 5,000 to go? Otherwise, at $90,000, I merely give it a 3 count. I'll be passing it in back into the team. First chance. Second and third at $90,000. Rick, we're not close enough to... Rick. Hello, Rick. Look at me. Look at my eyeball. We're not close enough, my friend. You got another 5? No, we're going to pass it in, aren't we? Hold the line, Tracy. Rick's doing some magic here. Rick has a way... 95. Rick has a way with the ladies, and so I've just found out also the men. It's amazing. What a skill set you've got. What a skill set he has. $95,000. Rick, whatever you said, can you say it again? Can we try and go to 100? Any chance? At $95,000, buyers looking for 100 now. At 95 and 100, if you like, folks. Otherwise, I merely pass it in. But I do appreciate the bidding at $95,000. Calling it away first, second. How much? Rick, go nowhere. At $100,000. Yeah, this is a man. Honestly, ladies. Rick, are you single yet? He's not. Sorry. If you're Rick's wife and you're watching online, I'm talking about a different Rick. Not this Rick. As he waves to the camera. Well, that didn't help me. But at $100,000, we're here. At 100 now, folks, is there another $5,000? At $100,000, otherwise we just pause and chat. Rick, you are literally doing my job for me, and I appreciate that. You've got longer legs, they move faster. And that mustache. Tom Selleck, is it? Speaking of Tom Selleck, lovely 308 coming up. But at $100,000, I can't sell. Rick, can we just go to $1 million and be done with it? No, it doesn't work. What's the zero between friends? All right. Rick, just for the hell of it, what is the bidder number, my friend? Gotcha. All right, 186. We appreciate the bid there at $100,000, but we will be passing it in. And I wish you well post-auction. So bidder number 186 at $100,000. We'll stay in touch. By the looks of it, so will Rick. But that's all right. We'll move along to lot number 11. Here we go, folks. Now, the Italians in the 70s, they were prolific prolific, and one of the models they came out with, the Lancia Fulvia. Nice, folks. Again, exceptional panel paint and trim quality. Imported from SA in 2014, like some of the people. Folks, again, it's been professionally restored in New Zealand. Red exterior, a correct red and black interior, buyers. It's a lovely piece of Italian motoring. What do we think? Opening bidder offer. Now, the suggestion's, I don't know, maybe $30,000? Start at 30 perhaps, below my selling instructions. Below the price guide, is there $30,000 to go? Would have thought it'd be worth that. Otherwise, again, folks, I have no choice if you don't bid, but to pass it in. Good. $30,000 asking, you shall receive, and I should have asked for more. So welcome in, my friend, at $30,000. We've got $30,000 on the floor now. We're going to go in 2.5 from here, Tracy, please. At $30,000, gentlemen. With his poker face on, I wouldn't play poker against you, sir. But at $30,000 is there, 32.5 now. At 30 now and 32.5 is online. 32.5 now. Looking for 35 if you like. At 32 and 5, 35 and straight back. At 35 would have been 37 and 5. At 35,000 I've got, it's with you, Rick, at 35 now. Obviously they put all the affluent and wealthy people just here at $40,000. And I stand by my words. If you are affluent and wealthy, just move near Rick. 45 I've got. At $45,000 I've got, Tracy. At 45 we're going along nicely and fives by the looks of it. At $45,000. At 45 would have been 40, well 47.5 is a suggestion, but at 45 I've got. Is there 47 and 5? Otherwise at 45,000, again close enough, we'll pause and chat if need be. At $45,000 buys first chance. Me at $2,500 if you'd like. Second at 45, third, 47.5. Rick, go back. 47.5 is now online. At 47.5, buyers looking for 50 now. At 47.5, would have been $50,000 I've got. At 50 now, would have been 2 and 5. At $50,000 straight down the middle, do we have $2,500? Lovely slice of Italia. But at $50,000 straight down the middle there, buyers, and I need 2.5. At 52.5 now. At 52.5, oh so close. Is there 55? At 52.5. Is there 55 now? If there's any change to my instructions, please let me know. 55 I've got. At 55, is there any change to instructions, please? At $55,000 and on the floor now, just getting some instructions, please. At 55, go 57.5. And if you're watching online, now's your time to shine at 57.5. Rick, it's 57.5 and it's online. I need 60 now. 60, I love it. At $60,000. Hi, Xavier. At 60, this is Xavier, by the way. Xavier. Why doesn't everyone just wave at him? Just kidding. All right. At 60,000, no one worked. At $60,000, what do we think? If there's a change, let me know. Yeah, we're talking there, folks. Get some instructions. 60,000 with you here. At 60 now. Don't walk too close. Gee whiz. You're like a frisbee. You get bigger as you get closer. At $60,000 I've got here, just waiting for some instructions, folks. At $60,000. Oh, so close buys. On the market. On the market. And we sell to you for $60,000 for one of a hybrid. Tracy, can we change that request to $1,000? Because it sells here at $60,000. I mean $1,000 for happiness. Otherwise, at $60,000 buys all done and I count it away and I sell it. First chance and it goes here at $60,000. Second and third. I should have counted in Italian, but that's okay. At $60,000 we're selling, and we're sold here. Congratulations. Rick, I just need a bidder number, please, buddy. Rick, bidder number, please, mate. 191, correct?
Correct.
Hello, look at this. Look at this princess. Chevy Belair. Love it. 1957, the absolute classic. The iconic 50s Chevy Belair. And the colour scheme here, folks, it is called Canyon Coral with the gold detailing. Now, cruising should be shared, and this Belair has room for everyone. That's all I can think of, folks. It's lovely. It's an open-top Chevrolet, fully restored. Example buys, you'll be absolutely the envy of everyone else. Good luck. Folks, I call for an opening bid or offer. What do we think? Buyers looking for 125 if you'd like to go there and start it away. Looking for 125. Make it 100 if it makes sense. Can't sell it to you at that. Just need to kick it away somewhere. All right, nothing online. All right, well, in that case, we will pass it in. If you're interested in this lovely example of motoring, please see Taylor and the rest of the Sunday Drive team, and we'll move along. So lot number 13, the Austin Healey, the 1960s Austin Healey. This is right-hand drive. It's a beautifully presented classic sports car.
Tracy's not changing the screen fast enough.
Yeah, we're just going to change that sold as well, please, Trace. Not yet. Yeah, no, it's gone now. Beautiful. This is the soft top is included with this, just to be nice and clear, folks. The 2+2, the big Healey, red with matching interior, the wire wheels. Again, factory right-hand drive, heritage certificate is included. Buyers, good luck. I don't mind, so maybe $40,000 to get me started. Lovely Austin Healey. I know there's plenty of collectors, a lot of enthusiasts here, a lot of fans. So waving there, got you there, sir, at $40,000, Tracy, on the floor at $40,000. I knew there was a reason I was looking in that direction at $40,000, and what a car it would be, sir, at $40,000. 45, if or go 2.5, Tracy, that's fine. Well, rude, silence. Stop. Okay, where's security? They're just here. Yeah, we knew that snuck in. I'm just kidding. At 40,000. By the way, folks, Valentine's Day was just recent. If you were underwhelmed with what you received, you can take fate in your own hands. Make amends. $40,000, and it is there now. Buys 42.5. 42.5, surely, folks. Otherwise, $40,000 here leads the way. Can't sell at that level, but I appreciate the bidding as always. At $40,000, buys first, second, third, and final chance at $40,000 and 42.5 online. It's slow on my system here, just to be clear. Online? Can you see it? Okay, I can't yet. Okay, yeah, I won't sell it without coming back to you. At 42.5, it's not coming through on my system. All right, 42.5, and it's not coming through on the main system here either, Tracy. 42.5, that's okay. We've got 45 here, haven't we? At $45,000 there, buys again. Now it's come through at $45,000, looking for 47.5. At 45, would have been 2.5 now. At 45, I see security's right here. I dare you to say it again. I'm only joking. No, I'm not. At $45,000, buys in 2.5 where? But at 45, folks, I'd call it away first, second, third, need more than that. At $45,000, is there another $2,500 maybe online? Otherwise, at 45, sir, we will continue the conversation with you at $45,000. All right, so what's your bidder number? 306. Okay, we're going to pause the auction there. Rick's going to continue the conversation. We're going to pause and we're going to move along to the next one. Oh, here's something a little bit nice. Folks, lot number 14 is a 2018 Mercedes-Benz. This is the 6.3. This is a E63 S Edition 1. This is the top spec AMG Super Sedan, absolutely rare edition. It's got the 4-litre, in fact 4 litre, sorry, I apologise, I said 63, but the 4-litre twin turbo V8 AMG. Now this also includes a full paint protection film, which is $10,000 in value just for that protection. All right, here we go, folks. I've got $50,000 online. Let's lock and load. Let's thank and bank. At $50,000, buys looking for 2.5 if you like. At 50 now, it'll be 2.5 and where? At 50 now, looking for 2.5. At 50 and 2.5 to go. At $50,000. Can't sell it at that, folks. Definitely not. But at $50,000, all right, I can't sell it. Happy to continue the conversation. Oh, it's come on now, 52.5. And 52.5 and straight back at 55 and 57.5. That's okay. I don't need you guys at the moment. I'll let you know when I do. It's all happening online. At $60,000, as you can see from behind me there. And good on you bidding online from around the world at $60,000. At 60 now, it'll be 2.5. At 60 now, it'll be 2.5 if you like. At $60,000, folks, again, 2.5 perhaps. Sir, my friend, yes, make sure he's your friend. So do you want to go 2.5? I know you're a Porsche fan, sir. What about Merc? 62.5 and come back at 62.5 and on the floor now, Tracy at 62.5, and I appreciate. So 65's against you. Do you want to go another 2.5? Still below and 67.5, so it's here. You want to make it 70. And 70 now is online. I apologise. By this nice doggy at $70,000. Hey, Pooch. At 70, maybe you can get the guard dog and come at some of these bidders and make them bid. Sick 'em, Rex. At $70,000, so do you want to make it 2.5? At $70,000 and it's here, 2.5 if you like, sir. At $70,000 and online, can I say 2.5, my friend? At $70,000 here, buys first chance quickly. At $70,000, folks, twice. Third and final time, we can't sell it, 2.5 now, and 75 and straight back at 75 now. At 75, sir, do you want to go 77.5? At 75, sir, if you're out, just tell me you're out. Appreciate that. Go nowhere at $75,000. At 75 now, would have been 2.5 if you like. Otherwise, at 75, no change to my instructions. 77.5. But if there's any change, let me know. On 80 straight back. There's two people fighting. They've got the same surname. No, I'm just kidding. They're not really. Doesn't happen in my house either. We normally compromise and my wife gets her way. At 80, just kidding, honey. At $80,000, 80 now would have been 2.5. At $80,000 and online, 2.5 now. At 82.5 and 5. At 85 would have been 7.5. At 85 now would have been 7.5. If there's any movement, let me know at $85,000. At 87.5 and 90 is straight back. At 90 now would have been 92.5. Maybe go straight to 6 figures. I don't mind that either. At $90,000, no one actually listens to what I say. I just talk fast and then I go to bed. And then all the voices are still in my head. At $90,000 would have been 2.5. Rick, what about your underbidders? At $90,000, where's Richard? Unlike you to be this quiet, but at $90,000, folks, if there's any room for movement, I need to know now. But at $90,000, folks, and again, first chance quickly. At $90,000, underbidder online there, we're so close. At 90 and twice, and third and final time. At $90,000, sir, again, one last roll of the dice for old time's sake. I know we just met, sir, but who knows? 92.5, it's online. 95 is straight back. If there's any change, let me know at 95,000. I've got 95 there. At 95, and again, if there's any changes, let me know, but at $95,000. At 95, where's my Austin Healey fan? Sir, my friend, have I got a deal for you? At $95,000 buys, where do we go from here? But at $95,000, I've got my eye on all these people here. I've got Austin Healey over here, gotcha. I've got Porsche there at $95,000 buys again, first chance and quickly, let me know. Second, yes. All right, we're on the market and we sell. Folks, a lovely size of Mercedes-Benz 2018 motoring and we sell it away. At 95, shorten the demand to $1,000 if you like. But I sell it away at $95,000. Get a photo opportunity. But at $95,000, folks, first chance and it goes. Online to you, Luke, at $95,000. Second, the third, last roll of the dice and I sell it away at $95,000. Sold, thank you. Bidder number 5098. Yeah, let's move that up real quick. Okay, now, there's a little truck here, a Ford. Ford F1 1950. It's on stage, it's been fully restored. They say that hard work never killed anyone. Why would you take the risk? I wouldn't take the risk. All right. Well, unfortunately for you, there's some pre-bids here that we're just going to load up here, Tracy, aren't we? Okay, I've got $20,000. I've got $20,000 with Rick straight down the middle. Obviously, the car is on the market and it sells because it reserves $1. 20, sir. Yeah, do you want to go? I've got you there, sir. I've got $20,000. You want to go $2,500 bids? Go 2.5, Tracy. Yep. 2.5. Sir, do you want to put your name next to 22 and 5 and I've got here? At 22.5 and I sell to you for one of a 25 and straight back. At 25 there, sir, go another 2.5. At 25 now, 2.5 and sir, 30.
Over here.
30 I've got. 30 I've got here on my left at $30,000. At 30 now, it would have been 2.5. 32.5 is online. At 32.5 and 35 straight back. Stay there, clubs. Go nowhere. At $35,000, at 35, just keep doing what you're doing. At 37.5, it's online, but it sells at 37.5 now, and $40,000 on the floor. At 40 now, at 40, and the car sells. So you could almost just drive it away and do a couple of donuts, sir, if you like. 42.5, gentlemen, come straight back at 45. At 45, I've got. At 45 now, and 47.5, and 50's online. At 50 now, 52 and 5. At 52.5. At 52.5 now, it'll be 55 if you like. At 55 now, 55 there, and 57 and 5. At 57 and 5 now is there's 60 at 57.5 and I own $60,000 online. Good on you, Keith. 60 now, 62.5. So just take it up and I'll tell you where to put it down. At 62.5 and you're going well at 62.5. At 62 and 5 there, buys there's 65, but I sell it away at $62,500 with you, sir. And 65, I thought you had it, sir. Is it 67.5? So you bid and I'll take a breath. But at 65 there and 66. So that's the worst bid for my accent, right? I'll be handing out umbrellas. I've got $70,000. I've got $70,000 on the telephone. At 70 now, but I'll take a one if it helps. At 70, keep it in a one, please, Trace, unless I tell you otherwise. On the telephone here at $70,000, sir, is there one more? At 70,000, you know there's no question of value. 75, I've got you here, $75,000, Tracy. Now, where is that bidder, Rick? Is that a new face in the race? At 75, just show the number. At 75, oh, there he is. 70, got you there, so 75. My James Bond look-alike, got you at $75,000. And 76 is here, sir. Do you want to go to 80? At 76, sir, make it an 80 if you like. At 70, or one more, might buy it. At 76, and we sell it away. At 76 and 000 now, sir, and where do we go? First chance, I sell it online at 76. 77 now. Where's 80? I've got 80 on the phone, correct? Confirm? At $80,000 here, at $80,000. At 80 now, a bit of one if you like, but at 85 I've got. At $85,000, at 85 here. At 85 on the floor now, make it a 90 if you like, but at 85 I've got. At $85,000, a mere one if you like, but otherwise at $85,000, we sell a slice of Ford. You can pick any colour you like because this is black. But at 85,000, 86 is online. 86 it's here. At 86 now, it'll be 7 or more. At 86, sir, have I seen your best? At $86,000. 86 and I sell it away online, buyer's first chance on the tele. 87 I've got. 87, the nemesis if you're a cricket player, but at $87,000. Do we have 88? Lucky, Chinese New Year, Baba, who knows? $87,000 and I sell it away. 88, there we go, Baba, at $88,000. At 88 now would have been 9 if you like. At $88,000 hammered down and it's gone. At $88,000 you can walk over, you can touch it, you can get a photo opportunity, but I sell it away here first, second, third. Oh, yeah, no, it was a $1 reserve. Sorry, yes, it's on the market. Definitely, Tracy. Sorry. My earpiece is going, it's on the market. 89. Got you there, Tracy, on the floor. New bit of there, and it's on the market, and we sell it at $89,000. We sell away at $89,000. One bid, 90? $90,000. At 90 now, is there another one? At 90,000, it's against you, sir. At $90,000 now, at 90 here. Sir, is there 91? So you need to bid again, it's against you. At 90, it's here. It's against you, sir. At 90, it's against them. At $90,000. Buys first chance at 90, and it goes now. 91. At 91, make it a 2. At $91,000, anything left? Just give me a nod. 92 in front. Oh, sir. Now, 92. Gee whiz, so you just got divorced at $92,000. At 92. The camera should be on that gentleman right there and the domestic fight he's about to have on the way home. At $92,000, a long drive home for you, my friend. At $92,000. At $92,000 here, folks. So anything here in front, maybe, but at 92, and I sell it away on the phone. At 92, first, second, third, last chance, and it sells at $92,000. We're done. 93, 94. Oh, stop it. At 94. So you got a bit faster, it costs you more? At $94,000. 5. I reckon we're going to get to a hundy. At 90, I'll stop it. Everyone's getting their favourites now. At $95,000. At 95, my favourite's the one that pays the most. But at $95,000, sir, is there one more or here? Or what about in front? At $95,000 buyer's first chance. And we go at $95,000 twice. Hammers up. Third, last roll of the dice at $95,000. 96. Oh, listen to you guys. Ooh, 97. Ooh, Glenn McGrath. But at 97, I've got 98's going to sound like it's on special. At $97,000 with you, Rick. At $97,000, $100,000. Ah, gee whiz. Okay, there's a lot of cricket fans here. Someone's just hit it over the fence. They've got the ton, they're waving the bat and they're clapping. Okay, it's $100,000. We sell it. Calm down. All right, at $100,000, folks, where do we go from here? At $100 on the phone, anything left in the tank? No, I sell it here at $100,000 once, twice. Third, all done at $100,000, and we're selling. Well bid.
What?
We've got 101. Geez, be a few darts fans here when it gets to 180. 101. Oh, stop it. 100. Well, I will if there's no more bids. At 101 or 102. Maybe give me more than $1,000. At 102. At 102. By the way, we have no lights here. So if we're still here, you've got to hold up your phones at 102. Anything more? Yeah. At 102, all done. I've given you fair warning, but I'll count it down. 3, 2, 1, all done. Well bought. On the phone here, congratulations. I need the bidder number, please. On the telephone, bidder number.
Liam will give the person to Molly.
Yeah, Liam, have you got the bidder number there, please, mate?
He doesn't have a specific bidder number.
Okay.
He'll give the name to Molly.
There's Liam on the phone. Happy with that? Liam on the phone? All right, let's move along, folks. Lot number 16. Have a look at this. 1937 Hudson Terraplane, but not as we know it. This is a one-off New Zealand custom car, folks. 4-seat usable interior and boot space. If you saw this over at the Sunday Drive display, folks, it's an absolute head turner. All right, good luck, folks. Everything's there. You can see all the details. I love the colour. Colour is brandy wine and candy apple red finish. Credit to the sellers. All right, folks, I'm going to call for an opening bid or offer. Don't mind someone's waving over there, doesn't realise he's about to buy a car. No, he's got no idea. Okay, that's all right. Good luck. Folks, I don't mind $90,000. Do we start there? Below my instructions at $90,000 perhaps. Is there $90,000? Otherwise, I just merely pass in. All right, I do that now, folks. I pass it in. Again, if you've got interest in the Hudson Terraplane, please see Taylor and the rest of his team. One moment, we'll move on. Yeah, Tracy, the now sold is still showing on the screen. Yeah, it's gone now. There's a slight delay, by the way, folks, all that sort of stuff. All right, the bug eye, it's literally right in front of me there. There's lot 17, a 1959 Austin Healey. Ah, sir, my eyeballs are on you. Good. Lovely car, folks, beautifully restored and upgraded the Frog Eye. It's show and drive ready, so I can see here, folks, I can see all the money that's been spent on it as well. New Zealand new, first registered New Plymouth in 1959. Excellent presentation, period, correct, interior red. And the full rotisserie restoration with photo record buys. Good luck. The Mark 1, I call for an opening bid, an opening offer. Maybe $30,000 to get me started. What do we think? It's all.
Yep.
Where is it?
Over here.
I'm being attacked by bees. We're used to snakes. At $30,000 I've got now, and good luck. At $30,000 for 2.5 from here. At 30 now, it would have been 2.5 feel like, sir. At 30 now, it would have been 2.5 feel like on the floor at $30,000. At 30 now, and 2.5 is where. At $30,000, folks, again, you can come and touch, you can feel it. If you buy it, you can drive it away. At $30,000 buys again, 32.5 is online, Richard. 32.5, it's against him, it's online at 32.5. Come straight back at 35 if you like, no question about it. 35 got your bidder now. At 35 now, so looking for 37.5. At 35 now, 37.5, it's here. At 37.5, looking for 40. At 37.5, it's on the floor, Tracy. At 37.5, 40 is online. At 40 online, make it another 2.5 if you like. At 40,000, where is it? Over here. At 42 and 5. At 42 and 5 and 45 to go. At 42.5 and 45 if you like. At 42 and 5. 45 straight back. We're going to go anti-clockwise at 42.5. So, how much? 45? 45 I've got. At 45 now, it would have been 7.5. Got you there, Trace. At $45,000 is there, 2.5 to go. At $45,000, not a level I can sell it. 47.5, got you on board. 47.5, don't take it lying down, but you can take it seated. At 47.5, looking for 50 now and 50 straight back. At 50 now, Richard, another 2.5. Lovely bug eye. At $50,000 I've got. At 50 it's here. 2.5, sir. Looking very relaxed. Even from here, your heart rate's low. You're very healthy. Healthy purchase. At $50,000 I've got is another 2.5. At 50 now, first chance quickly at $50,000. Twice. Third. Final time. Now two hands went up. 52.5. Straight back at 55. At 55 now, looking for 7.5. If there's any change, let me know. At $55,000, there's 7.5 to go. Sir, is there 57.5? At 55 I've got. Just give me a wave, sir. At 55. Do you want to go another 2.5, sir? At 55. Do you want to go 1,000, sir? At $55,000 now, buyers first chance. And here at $55,000, buyers twice.
Where's the bid, Toppy?
But here, it's
Okay.
against you.
Against you now.
It's here, it's at 55. Richard, you're on a first name basis there. It's got to be good. Another 2.5. Richard, anything more? At 55,000. If there's any change, let me know. Richard, is there one? Tracy, just change the demand to a 1, please. At 55.
We're thinking.
Do they want to advance their bid to $60,000? And I might have some good news for them. Rick, can we make it $60,000? There might be some good news coming their way.
Do you want to beat them to it?
60 I've got. At 60, let's load it up. We're happy to sell. At $60,000 now. It's selling to you for one of a hybrid on the market. At $60,000 now, we enter that realm of no second chance at $60,000. Folks, one if you like. Anyone else timing their run to perfection. But at $60,000 buys, and I sell it away here. First, second, third, and it's going. It's going, and congratulations. It's yours. Well done. Rick, I just need a bidder number, please, mate. Bidder number. 174. Gotcha. Thank you. Well done. Congratulations. Lot number 18, folks. And here we go. Lot number 18. Now, folks, an absolute piece of iconic New Zealand motoring history. The 1975 Rhubarb 3 MK3. Folks, this is a genuine historic New Zealand race car. This is not a replica. This is the real thing. I tell my wife this all the time. She says, no, I doesn't believe it, but that's okay. This is a multiple New Zealand championship winner, 76, 77, and 80 buys. Built in Tauranga by Colin Smith. Those of you that are, again, avid New Zealand racing fans, this car needs no introduction to you. The reserve price, I can't see it standing your way, Tracy. Lower the demands there, $30,000. Started away and $30,000 I'm looking for. There's great interest in this car. I spoke to the owner yesterday. Again, folks, if the price is right, she's happy to part ways with it. What do we think? Sorry? Tracy, just get rid of on the market. Yeah, it's not on her. Folks, please don't look at on the market. There's a delay going through on that screen, but that's okay. Is there $30,000 here? I would have thought. Just to start it away, just to break the ice, no fear of falling through it. Mr. Porsche? Rhubarb? All right, folks, unless something changes. Okay, I have no choice. I will pass that in, folks. Again, any interest, please see the Sunday Drive team straight after the auction. We'll move on to lot number 19. Now, everyone says to Rick, why have you got your mustache looking like that? And he says 2 words. Tom Selleck. Well, he doesn't actually say it, but if he did say it. Now, in front of me here, you can see the iconic 87 Ferrari 308. The GTSi, folks, iconic Ferrari buys. Again, the number plate, well, that speaks volumes. It is Magnum PI. Gentleman walking past, if he had a mustache, sir, you could look a little bit like Tom Selleck. Exactly. How quickly can you grow one? All right, guys, it's all there for you. All the details, matching engine and chassis numbers, guys. Ferrari inspection report is available. Buys international history, Italy, Japan, New Zealand. Is it the actual car from Magnum P? I can't confirm that. I can't confirm, but I'm going to call for an opening bidder offer online. I've got $92,500 for 95 now. At 92 and 5 is there, 95 to go. 95 now, sir. Absolutely iconic, the Ferrari 308. At 95, I've got here 95 on the floor. At 95, it's on the floor there, looking for 7 and 5. 97 and a half, so take me straight through to 1. At 1 now, going in 2.5 from here. At 100 now, is at 2.5 to go. But $100,000 is with you. 2.5, so it's online. So 105, of course it is. At 105, so you're going to look great behind it. You've got the mustache. Get rid of the beard. You're there. At 107 and 5, that's your opposition, sir. Can I say 110? At 107 and 5 or 110, straight back on the floor, Trace. At $110,000 for 12 and a half. At 110, and it's here, 12 and a half to go. At 110, and it's with you, stay there. I've got a feeling at 110 now, call it 12 and a half if you like. At $110,000, buys quickly now, first chance. At $110,000, twice, third, 12 and a half, it's on here. Can I make it 15 there, Rick? 15 there, seated at $115,000, 15 and 17 and a half. 17 and a half. How much? 120? 120 I've got at 120 seated. Sir, good luck and welcome in at $120,000, sir. 22 and a half's online at 22 and a half and 25 on the floor. 25 now, a little bit 7 and 5 at $125,000 and it's here. At 125, call it 27 and a half, at 27 and a half. It's online, sir. Can I say 30? 127 and 530. He says yes. He says nothing, but he waves. At $130,000, sir, is another 2 and a half. At 130, and you're here, sir. 30, 32 and a half, sir. Make it 35. At 30, for it's a Ferrari. At 32 and a half, you are not overpaying. You're not breaking the Ferrari record. Although that's probably going to break a few records. And 35 on his back. At 135, 37 and a half if you like. At $135,000, 135 now. Is there 37 and 5? If there's any change, let me know. Rick, any luck there? Rick, is there another 2 and a half? At 135, it's here. 135 now. Go 7 and a half if you like, but otherwise at 135. Can't sell it to you yet, sir, but we are close. At 135 buys. Anyone else? Timing there under perfection at $135,000, folks. First, second, third, last chance at 135. Sir, do we go again? Maybe? At 135. Oh, sir, you look very depressed. Sir, do you know what would cheer you up? Just do it. So you are worth it. Don't sell yourself short. At 135, sir, I can't sell you the car. Come and have a quick conversation here. Bear with me. 37 and a half, sir. Stay with me. Is there 40? Sir, go to 40 at 37 and a half online. All right, got 37 and a half. Is there 40 here? Is there 40? We've got a number. We're going to give it to you. See how close we can get. At 137 and a half, it's online. You go to 40. Rick, is there a number there? 140 I've got. At 140. Sir, you're close. You know that now. At $140,000. Any change, let me know. At $140,000, anyone online, bidding away now. But at $140,000, we're here. Again, folks, if there's more, let me know. But at $140,000, Mr. Healey. How are we going, sir? Ferrari, red. At $140,000, we're here, folks. And if there's nothing higher, I'm going to drop the hammer, selling it pending seller's approval. At 140, Rick, can we increase? Otherwise, at 140, not at a level I can sell it. Need to know. All right, folks, for want of a high bid, I'm just going to drop the hammer to you, sir, pending our seller's approval. Make sense? Yep, okay. At $140,000, folks, we're all done. And pending the seller's approval, to you, sir, I need your bidder number, please. Yeah, you can give him a clap. He's deserved it. Sir, what's your bidder number? Bidder number? 145, sir. Just confirm 145. Thank you. All right, folks, if there's any change there, we're going to update you. But I move along now to lot number 20, which is the 1997 Porsche 911 Carrera Cabrio. The Cabrio, folks, and here we go. New Zealand, you only 3 owners. Again, folks, 120,000 kilometres since new. Mostly garage and fair weather use, folks. If you've seen it over there with Sunday Drive, what a lovely car it is. Again, Tracy going to look for $55,000. 55 to start me away. What do we think? Any change here? Not at this stage. All right, we'll get an update for you, sir. Folks, I look for an opening bid on the Porsche 911 Carrera. Is there maybe $50,000 to get me started? 55? How much? 55, can I say? $50,000 here. At 50 now, would have been 55 if you like, at $50,000 on my left. At 50, need another 5, got you there, sir, at 55. At 55 and 60. At 60 now, sir, I'll go clockwise and save you some money. We're at $60,000, we're at 60 now. At 60 now, would have been 5. At 60 and 5 at 65. At 65 there, 70 or here. At $65,000 I've got. Is there 70? At $65,000 on my left. At 65, is there anything left? At $65,000 buyers quickly now. 65, can't sell you the car. That's $70,000, it's online. I've got 70 online, so it comes straight back with 5. Got to be a 5, so there's got to be 5 of those. High five, handshake. Lucky 5, famous 5 at 75. 75 got it here first. Got 75 here first. At 75, make it 80. At $75,000, folks, and 80 if you like. At $75,000. Can't sell it at that, but at 75. At 75, 80 to go, but at $75,000 here, we'll be continuing the conversation with you. At $80,000. Now we're going to be continuing it with him. That actually means half, just so you know. It means half the last bid, no? Okay. In my world. But at $80,000, we're here. At 80 now is at 85. But at $80,000, again, if there's any change, let me know. But at $80,000, gentlemen seated up there, sir. Anything left? My friend, at $80,000. At 80 now, folks. Otherwise, again, you're going to be a busy person. Well, there's 2 of you. You could drive one each. How's that? A Porsche in one and a Ferrari for the other. But at $80,000, I can't sell at that. At $80,000. Now's the time if they want to raise it. I'll sell it subject to. Happy with that? All right, folks, at $80,000, I'll sell it subject to 2.5. You've been fair, sir. At $80,000, folks, again, first, second, third, and I'll drop the hammer pending the seller's approval. Oh, hold on. Bid came in. Sorry. I reopened. Sorry, that was a reflex. 82.5. The bid came in at 82.5. There is a delay, but at 82.5. So you go to 85 if you like. At 82 and 5 and 5 if you like. At $82,500, folks, go to 5 if you like. 85 I've got now, Tracy, here. At $85,000, and again, online is another 2.5. At 85 and 2.5 if you like. At $85,000, buys 2.5 to go. Otherwise, at $85,000, again, I'll sell it subject to the seller's approval. Looking straight down the camera, is there another $2,500? At 85 for a lovely slice of Porsche history here. At $85,000. Okay, subject to the seller's approval. So you bidder number 145. Appreciate your patience, folks. We do. In case of emergency, just grab a car and go for the exit. No, don't really. Don't grab a car. Don't do that. Unless you bought it, then grab what you like. Lot number 21, folks. This is a Jaguar Sea Type replica. Again, replica. I've got here one of the finest Sea Type recreations, buyers. Lovely car here, hand-built aluminium body on tubular chassis. Coventry Classics tool room plus specification. And approximately 500 miles is all it's done since completion, buyers. So, again, lovely piece of motoring excellence. Love it, love the colour. Again, folks, I can't see the reserve standing in your way, but you need to bid. I don't mind. There may be $100,000 to get me started. More than that's been spent on it. So is there $100,000 perhaps, folks? For the recreation here, 100,000. All right, well, in that case, all right, we're going to pass it in, Tracy, please. We'll pass it in and we'll move on to the next lot. Here we go. Now, you don't need to be a lawyer to buy a Lincoln. But it was made famous by the show. A 1956 Lincoln Continental. It's a lovely piece of motoring here, folks. Ultra rare in New Zealand. Flagship hand-built luxury coupe. Good luck. Black exterior, the black interior. There we go, black on black. Buyers an opening bidder offer. I've got $70,000 here as a suggestion. Even maybe start at $50,000. Don't mind that either, Tracy, if we can just update that to 50. If it rains, by the way, just bid faster would be my suggestion. Folks, is there $50,000 to get me started for the Lincoln? Where is it? At 50,000. Just confirm the bid. There we go. So got you there. At 50,000. So it'd be great buying of that. We're going to go on a $5,000 from here. At 50 now, it'll be 55. At 50, sir, it's with you. Be great buying. Can't sell at that, sir, but I welcome you on board at 52.5. Okay. At 52.5, it's online there. So Rick, do we go straight back at 55? At 52.5, go to 55 if you like. At 55 with a thumbs up. At 55 now, needs 7.5. At 55, there it says 7.5. At 55 and 7.5 to go if you like. Otherwise, at 55, still too far away for me to sell it. Rick, if you want to push the gentleman, ask the gentleman to maybe advance it to maybe six-figure territory. 80,000. So do you want to add $20,000 on top? It's still below my selling instructions. So it's a hell of a motoring car this is. What a piece. Love the Lincoln. Love it. So can I go to 100? No? No deal? We're at 80. We're at $80,000. Gentleman leads away at $80,000. Looking for an advance from there. Yep, okay, we're looking for a 5 from here. At 80, said $5,000 to go. Otherwise, at $80,000, I'll have to pass it in. So I'll have to pass it in. Rick, happy for you to continue the conversation with gentlemen at $80,000. So what is your bidder number, please, my friend?
311.
311. Even with my glasses, that was a challenge. Okay, yep, we're going to pass that in. We're going to continue the conversation with the gentleman there, which I appreciate. And now we move along, and this is one of the cars you've stayed here for, folks. It's on my left. It's on the extreme there, buys. It's an extreme car. Lot number 23, buys, is the 2016 Porsche Carrera 4S all-wheel drive. Yes, it has a $1 reserve. Yes, it is going to be on the market because we've got online bids at $82,500, folks. And here we go. And we sell it away, buyers. And there it is at 85 now. At 85 and 7.5, looking for 90.
Yep.
At 87.5 and 90 now. Where is it?
Yep.
Got you there at 90. I've got there first. So I'll say 95 is online. 95 and 7.5.
Yep.
Make it 100 now. 100 is here.
100.
At 100, I've got it here. Looking
Yep.
for 2.5. 100 now and 2.5 now with Richard.
Yep.
At 2.5 and 5. At 105, it's here on the floor. 105 and... That's right. I won't sell it without coming back to you. That's good news. 107.5 and make it 10 if you like. 110 I've got. 110 there. 12.5. 12.5 is online, so make it 15. There's no question of value. 15's here. 12 and I've got 15 here. 17.5 and 20. So your bid's 120 and you're in front. 120 it's here. 120 would have been 2.5 if you like. 120 I'm quickly getting a sponsor from my sponsor Strepsils.
2.5.
At 2.5. Where is it? Where is it? With you, Richard? At 122 and 5. At 122.5. Looking for 25 now, but I sell it. I sell, make no mistake. At 25, it's online. At 25 now, make it 27.5. At 25 there, don't hesitate. 27.5. At 127.5. 127.5, I've got it here, Rick. I've got it here.
130.
130 now, straight back with Richard. 130. Richard, you should be the best person at selling Porsche. Tell them why.
I love them. You know it.
130, it's online. At 130, it's online. Looking for 2.5 now. At 130, it's online. At 130 now, it'll be 2.5. On 35. No, it's got to be 2.5 at this stage. That's okay. I'll need it, just not yet. It's not. How much? Okay, 32. We're in just doubles. At 132, that's a 35, it's here. At 135, at 35, it's on the floor. Now I'll take a 1 because I sell it. At 135, give me a 1. Just a not a 136. At 136, Tracy, it's on the floor. We're going in 1s. At 136, and we sell it away. At 136, how are we going here? At 136, buys, and we sell it at $136,000. Worth more than this. Look at the price guide, folks. Price guide around about 150 to 180 at 37. It's online. 137 to 38 with Rick at $138,000. At 138 on the floor. At 38 and 39 to go, but $138,000, and it goes. Make no mistake, at $138,000. Do we go another one, sir? You are not overpaying. You can see it, you can touch it, only if you buy it. At $138,000. Is there one more if you like? At $138, and I sell it here on the phone, first chance at $138,000, buyers. You got a birthday over the next 12 months? 39, it's online. At 139, go to 40. At 140, straight back, got your 40. At 140 now, is there one? At $140,000. At 140 now, is there one and where? At $140,000, buys, is it online? But it's here for now. At 140 with Sai, I think. 41, at 141. 41, it's here. At 141. 1 for 1. Oh, there you go. You get one car for one bid. At 141. 42, back with Richard. Good, Richard. They're back.
They're back.
Like Brill Cream. At 142. You're too young to remember that. If only. At $142,000. Buys there, 3 to go. At 142, and I sell it away first chance. And it goes with Richard here at $142,000. Hammer up. It's down. It's sold twice at 143 third. And final time at $143,000 by 44. 143 is already. No, 143 was already here, Tracy. 143 was here. Yeah, 143 is on the floor. 143 is here. Got excited then. They tried to take your bid. You've got it. At $143,000. Need another one if you'd like. But 143 mark, if you're watching online, you need to bid again. Floor bid has it at $143,000, folks. First, second, third, last chance, and it goes at $143,000. 44. Boo. I'm just kidding, Mark, if you're watching online. 144. Crowd's getting restless. 45. Don't lose that car for 1,000.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to spend that on the champagne to celebrate. Not when you're driving, of course. That'd be illegal. 144. Richard, I need another $1,000. There's 2 of them there. Take 500 each.
Yeah, exactly.
At $144,000, but I sell it online to you, Mark, at $144,000. First, second, third. At $144,000, buyers. We are selling.
You sure? You sure?
Selling. All done.
Sure?
I'm going to regret this. I'm going to regret this.
Out.
Out. And
No isn't. That's a lot of words for no.
can't value it $1,000.
Done online at $144,000.
No.
No. Sold.
Good try. Good try.
This guy here is a Doctor's Reserve.
Tracy, I just need the bidder number for that last one, please.
Oh, no, you can. Here, keep it as a souvenir.
Richard. Yeah, sorry, Tracy. Yep. All right, folks, we've just got some an update. Bidder number 311, where are you? 311. Bidder 311.
He was up.
Yeah, bidder number 311. Hopefully they haven't left because we've got some exciting news for
Sir,
them.
were you 311?
Just confirming bidder number 311. They were bidding on the Lincoln.
Were you 311?
They bid $80,000.
We've got some news for you. 311's here,
Just
Toby.
confirm the bid there. Yeah, bidder 311. I'm just getting instructions online here, folks, but it's pretty good for you. It's pretty good for you, sir.
Nothing wrong with the Land Rover.
Yeah, just stay there, Rick and Richard.
Well, it could be your lucky day.
Yeah,
Stick around.
Tracy's just going to bring it back up again. Bear with us. Okay, now, folks, we're taking it back. Lot number 22, you're okay with that? Yep.
No, nothing that might be deal on the Lincoln. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right, folks, so this is what's happened. This is what's happened, folks. Lot number 22 was the Lincoln Continental. Bidder number 311, you bid $80,000. Just give me a nod. Correct? Yep. Now, there has been a significant reduction in the reserve
Yep,
price.
correct.
Yep, enough for me to declare that car on the market and selling.
Wow.
We are selling. Yeah, that's all right. At $80,000, it's on here, Tracy. Can we say, just get rid of that red up the top there, Tracy. We put down there on the market. You're on there now on the Lincoln Continental. It says now sold 144. I need to change that because gentleman here's got a bit of a discount for good behaviour. Lot number 22. I need to get rid of that, Tracy. Can you see the now sold? Okay. Don't worry about that there, folks. It has been removed. There's a delay here for some reason. Sir, the Lincoln Continental at $80,000. We're on the market and selling. Tracy, please shorten the demand to $1,000. Gee whiz, credit to the seller. But we sell the Lincoln. We sell the Lincoln for $80,000 and we're on the market and selling. Don't worry about what that says. But at $80,000, folks, I'll take $1,000 if you like. At $80,000, again, Richard, stay with him. You're about to give him a high five or a handshake. At $80,000, folks, for the Lincoln Continental, is there one? Otherwise, I sell it away at $80,000. First, second, third, last chance. We are selling at $80,000. Buy of the day. It's yours, sir. Congratulations. Give him a round of applause.
We'll tidy it up. No, we'll tidy it up.
Bidder number was 311. Sorry, say that again, Tracy.
They'll tidy it up.
Cool. Yeah, we're good. All right, folks, we're going to move on to lot number 24. This is iconic, absolutely iconic. All right, lot number 24, folks, to the 1957 Land Rover Series 1, the 88-inch. Folks, again, this is Series 1. It's restored. It is ready to use. Only 2,700 miles since the rebuild. It was first registered back in July 1957. This was fully rebuilt in 2005 with documentation. Lovely piece of motoring history, folks. And here we go. We've got $15,000 online. Look for 16 now. At 15 now, 16 is where? At 15 now, to 16. You know it's going to look great on either island.
Yep.
Where is it?
Right here.
Trying to find you. There you go now, $16,000. 16 on the floor. 16 on the floor and 17 is straight back, Richard. 17 is online here now, looking for 18. 18 on the nod. Got you there, Mr. Whitecap. Love it. 18 I've got here. Where's 19? 19, sir, can I say it? 18,000, yes. Yes. 19, it's online. 20?
Yep.
20 I've got here first. At 20 now, it'll bid one if you like it. $20,000 on the floor. At 20 now, it'll bid one. There's no question of value. All the hard work's been done. So you lead at $20,000. 21 at $21,000 or so, do I say two? At 21 and 22 if you like. At 21 would have been 22. At 21 it's here. 22 it's on. 21 it's online, Tracy. So 20. Sorry. 21's floor. 22. Yeah. Sorry, there's a delay here, folks. Go with me. At $21,000. At 21 looking for two now. At 21 and 22's online. At 22 it's online. Need a three. At 22 would have been three. At 22 looking for three now. Yep. 22 and 23 straight back. It's like a little game of odds and evens, but at 23, you're with it. 23, what's that? Shane Warne, LeBron, Michael, 23. It's lucky, but not now because I bid 24. Now it's very unlucky. At 24, is there 25? At $24,000 and online, looking for five now. At 24 and 5, if you'd like to go there, any change your instructions, let me know. At 24,000 and it's online. Richard, is there 25 or here?
Take a half?
No, I need two halves. Makes a one. 25. Okay. 25 is online. 25 already got it here now. At 25, need a one. 26 is back. At 26 is here. 26, sir. Again, haven't forgotten about you. 27 if you'd like. At $26,000. Back with Richard. At 26 is there. 7 to go, but at $26,000. At 26 and 7, where 27's online. 28 perhaps. At 27 here. Again, great piece of motoring. At 28, it's online. At 28, need 29. At $28,000, folks, 9 is where. But at $28,000, folks, all done. 29. At 29, it's back with Richard. 29, no. At $29,000. At 29, looking for 30 now. Almost happy, but at $29,000. It's with you at 29. 30, it's online. Happy. Have yourself, folks. Now we're on the market, and we sell it at $30,000. It's online. Richard, now's the time. At $30,000. Lovely car.
Yep.
31 I've got online. 31 I've got online. Cars like this never as cheap as the day you buy them. At 31. So do I take $500? Do I go there? At 31. Tracy, just reduce it down to a 500. But at $31,000, it's online and I sell it away. Anything more here or here? 31 and a half, it's online and it sells. At 31 and a half. How are we going on this side, by the way, folks? You've been fairly quiet up until now. Slightly disappointing, but no, I'm only kidding. Nice to have you.
$500.
At 31 and a half, it's here, $500. Is there anything more? $31,500. We spent that for dinner last night. 32? Yep. At 32, it's here. At 32, it wasn't just me, Trace. At $32,000. 32 here, looking for a half. But at 32 and a half to go. But at $32,000. All done, and I sell it away at $32,000. 32 and a half, 33 now. Do I have permission off my wife to bid? What about the mother-in-law? Is she giving me permission to bid? No? Okay, tough. At $33,000 we're here. At 33 and a half perhaps, but at $33,000 and 33 and a half there, gotcha. At 33 and a half on the floor, and folks, I'm going to keep talking at this pace until you say stop. But at $33,500, and it goes. Good on your Land Rover. At 33 and a half, first chance, and it goes. At 335 N00, second, third, and final time at $33,500. All done. We sell it away here. 34. So you're color coordinated with this car. This car was made for your attire. So you're trying to camouflage, but I see you, my friend. At $34,000, 34 and a half, yes. 34 and a half. At 34 and 5. And we sell it away at $34,500. Again, Tracy, it's not there, but obviously we are on the market at $34,500. And we sell it away, buyers first chance, and it goes here at 34 and 5. Second and third, last chance. As you can smell dinner wafting, sir, but to you at 34 and a half, oh, 35. Sir, I thought you had it. I thought you had it.
Don't think the 500 is working. Go.
Sir, don't lose this for $500, sir. Don't lose it. 500, you've spent nothing.
Yep.
35 and a half. At $35,500, Brent bidding online. You need to be a little bit faster, my friend. But 35 and a half, and I sell it here. At 35 and 5, buyers all done. First, second, third. Last chance at $35,500. We're selling, and now quickly, it's yours. Congratulations. Give him a round of applause.
309.
Bidder number 309, Tracy. Congratulations, sir. Folks, here we go. Quattro, Quattro, Quattro. Well, I should really say it 4 times then, shouldn't I? Lot number 25 is the 1985 Audi Quattro, buyers. Lovely piece of motoring, lovely piece of German motoring. Myself, I had a 95 Quattro, one of the cars that I actually miss. Love driving it around. This is New Zealand new manual example. Silver with a black leather interior. You got the books, you got the history, you got 2 keys, and it's all there, folks. All right, buyers, good luck. Folks, I call for an opening bidder offer. Maybe at $35,000. Tracy, let's just put it up there. Looking for 35 perhaps to get me started. Below my selling instructions. What do we think? All right, folks, unless something changes, I'll have to pass it in. Okay, I do that now, folks. I pass it in. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Tracy, reopen. Reopen, please. I've got a bid here. Bear with me. Lot number 25. Abracadabra. And it's back. Si? 20. Oh, hold on. I've got 27 and a half here. And how much was yours, Rick? 375. $37,500, Tracy. Please, at $37,500, folks. Can't sell it. 37 and 5. At 37 and a half, looking for 40 now. At 37 and a half, buys and 40, if you like, for a lovely slice of Audi history. What motoring it is. At 37 and a half, buys, just put it in the garage. Best investment you can make, folks. At 37 and a half, looking for 40 now. At 40 online, 40 now. Rick, I need 42 and a half. At $40,000 online, I need 42 and a half if you'd like to go there. At 42 and a half, and he waves yes. At 42 and a half, is there 45 to go? At 42 and a half thousand dollars buys, 45 is online. At 45 would have been 7 and a half. At 45 would have been 7 and a half if you like. At $45,000 buys, looking for another 2 and a half there. Geez, I've got that, Si. I've got it. I wouldn't miss that. At 47 and a half, make sure his intentions are known. At 47 and a half on the phone. At 47 and a half there, buys, is there 50 to go? At 47 and a half, buys 50 perhaps, $50,000, it's online. Another 2 and a half, and I'm not at that selling instruction yet. At $50,000 go 2 and a half perhaps. Lovely slice of motoring history here. That 85 Audi Quattro. At $50,000, it's online, need another 2 and a half. At $50,000, 2 and a half more. At 52 and a half here, Tracy. At 52 and a half. Buys, again, if it gets too cold, just get closer. At $52,500, I've got 55 perhaps. But at 52 and a half there, 55, can we go there now? At 52.5, maybe back online, but at 52.5, holds a bit on the telephone, folks. First chance at 52.5, buys quickly. Second, third, and last chance at $52,500. Again, not at a level I can sell it. Happy to continue that conversation, Si. Straight away afterwards, Rick, do you want to have that chat? We will park it at 52.5. Again, on the telephone. Hold, no, hold. 60. Okay, let's upgrade that to $60,000, please. At $60,000 on the telephone. People are clapping already. Folks, we call that a premature evaluation. It's not really funny, but it's a little bit funny. All right, all these auctioneering jokes. It's a little bit. Sir, first time you smiled all day. That's not bad, is it? It's quite funny. Thank you. Nice to see you. All right, $60,000 here, folks. Again, can't sell it that. Any change in instructions? We are close, folks. Oh, so close, just getting instructions. At $60,000 on the telephone. Rick, if there's anything left in the tank, I need to know now. Okay, that's been increased to 62.5. Can we go to 65, Rick? I'm just asking Tracy, that's been upgraded to 62.5. Can we go to 65? Any change to let me know. Yeah, up to 62.5. I'm asking for 65, but at 62.5 it's here. Can we go to 65? $65,000 I've got. How are we going here? Any change to instructions? At 65, we are close, aren't we? At 65, continue the comment. They want to buy this and we want to sell it. We do, but we're just not quite there. Anything more? Do we change the front number? Can we change that front number? No, not you, Tracy. Sorry. Appreciate your patience, folks. Can we change it? At $65,000. All right, there we go, folks. And again, somebody just give Rick a beer as he walks past because he deserves it. But at $70,000, folks, we are there. Yes, $70,000. Let's update that. Any change here? At $70,000, I think that's it. At 70, another 2.5. Another 2.5. Read between my lines. Nope. Bear with me, folks, and I appreciate it. At $70,000, thank you for being here, by the way. At $70,000, any change? At $70,000. There's a lot of moving parts here, folks. I've only got 2 ears and 3 microphones, so see how it works. If the bidding's going too slow, just upgrade your participation if you don't mind. Just kidding. I've got $70,000. Any change? All right. So I've been told that I can conditionally sell it subject to the seller's approval or pending the seller's approval. At $70,000, folks, I take 1, any advance. Otherwise, again, I'm going to just knock it down here pending the seller's approval. All right, and I'll do that now at $70,000, folks. We are oh so close. All right, happy there. Continuing the good work there, gents and ladies. And we move on. We'll move along now, folks, to lot number 26, the 1979 Porsche 911 Targa. Targa, the SC, which stands for Super Carrera. Of course it is. Folks, lovely, lovely bit of a motoring excellence here. Offers both nostalgia and performance here, folks. What a car it is, guys. Good luck. I wish you well. I do call, and I've got a bid online here, folks, at $60,000. That's 60 an hour for 2.5. At 60 an hour for 2.5 if you like. 60 to 62 and 5. On the floor here, Tracy, at 62.5. 62 and up. $70,000 is even better. Gentleman, serious now. He's popped his glasses up. At $70,000 on the floor. At 70 now for 2.5. At 70 now, so 2.5 if you like. At 70 and 2.5, it's here. At 72 and 5, so make it 75. 72 and a half I've got. 75 is here. At 75. Yeah, 75, sir, and 2.5 perhaps. 77 and a half. Looking for 80 at 77 and a half. 80 if you like. At 77 and a half, sir. 80, $80,000. I'm not sure if you're bidding against each other. Maybe. They came here as friends. They left as mortal enemies at $80,000. 2.5, sir? 82.5. 82.5 looking for 5. 82.5. I don't mind which one of you bids it. At 82.5, it's here. Not yet selling. At 82.5. 85, Tracy. At 85,000, 87.5. At 87.5, how are we going over here? At 87.5. 87.5 go to 90. 95 is even better, Tracy. I've got 95 here. 97.5, do we go there? It's worth it. 97.5 back here. You're on my radar now, though, folks. It's not a bad place to be. But at 97.5, sir, and you lead once more. Can I say 100,000? 100,000 I've got. At 100, any change to my instructions, let me know. Might be timely, but at 100,000 here. Can I say 102 and 5? They may be at their limit. Let's test it. At $100,000, so you know there's no question of value. Not for a 79 Porsche 911 Targa, sir. What do we think? At 102 and 5, it's 100 is here. So 2.5 is what I seek. At $100,000. At 100 now buys anything northwards of there at $100,000. First chance, if there's any change, let me know. Sir, do I take $2,000? Don't lose a Porsche for $2,000. Plus 1. It's got to be 2, sir. You'll go 1, he'll go 2. That's got to cost you 3. So I'm here to help. Okay, we're going to take $1,000 here, Tracy. This gentleman looks very tough at 101. Taking 101, so 102. 105. Suddenly, sir, 102 sounds like the bargain of the year. But 105. So do you want to go 106? I'm happy to take your denomination of choice, $1,000. 106. 10. We're not yet there. 110 I've got at 110. Now, where's the one? Sir, that, you're not a cricketer, are you, sir? That's called the Nelson, 111. But I've got 111 online, so you've got to go 112. 111 is online. 12. Sir, I didn't mean to offend you with those lower bids. Welcome on board. At 112, do we go to 15? It's 112, it's here. Haven't forgotten about you here. At 112. Do we go 15? 115 I've got. At 115, how's my instructions? And we're on the market and selling. Make no mistake, you buy yourself a car. About time. For one of a high bid, you bid so well. At 115, folks, now I take $1,000. It's all strategy from here because I sell it. At $115,000, is there 16 now? First chance. Quickly, and I sell it at $115,000. Buys anything left. Twice, and it goes. How can it be worth 112 but not 16? Things that make you go, At 115, well bidded, that is your best, sir. How are we going out here? At $115,000 buys. Richard, is there anything left there, gentlemen? Mr. Austin, Healey, at $115,000 buys. We are selling. All done. You're out. Nice to see you. Guess what? You bought yourself a Porsche. Well done. Bidder number. Sorry, guys. Bidder number. Which one do you want to use? Here, 145. Yours or mine? Bidder number 145. Tracy? 145. Correct. All right. Oh, this is... Did it? Do we know how much? Hold on. Trace. Okay. How much? Okay, folks, just to update you, that Audi Quattro that we were so close in selling, that lot number 25, that Audi Quattro has now been sold at $72,500. Give him a round of applause. All right, lot number 27. One of my personal favourites, the 1961 Chevy Corvette. Top tier American collectible, and it is that. The Fuelie is how it's known. Hard top and the soft top are both included there, folks. And again, I've got a $90,000 bid online here. Folks, I look for $92.5 for the Chevy Corvette. You've seen it, buys. It's a beautiful piece of motoring excellence. This is lovely. You need no words if you roll up in this. It'll speak for itself. At $90,000, folks, can't sell it that. Looking for $92.5. Now, sir, I believe you've got just over 100,000 burning a hole in your pocket. It's called retail anxiety, sir. It's the unknown killer. Secret. I'm here to relieve you of that burden. No? All right, at $90,000 and online looking for 92.5. Folks, anyone else at 92.5? Otherwise, I can't sell it at that, folks. I call it away. First chance at $90,000. I just pass it in. Second, third, and final time. Where is it?
Here.
92 even.
No, it's going to be 92.5. Going to be 92.5.
Okay.
Don't lose this car for $500. You'll spend that on fuel in 1 week showing it off to your mates. At 92.5, I've gotten good luck. At 92.5, thank you, Rick and Richard, at 92.5. 95 is online at $95,000. Another 2.5 perhaps. At $95,000. Buyers, got to be 97.5. At $95,000, and it's online now, folks. Is there another 2.5 to go? At $95,000, buys them for 2.5. All right, call it away. First chance at $95,000. Twice. Third, last chance. Oh, here we go, sir. At 97.5. I've already got 97.5 here from my new... I've got it 100 online. My new financial best friend. Stay with me. At 97.5 and 100 now online. I've got 100 online. It's called the speed of Wi-Fi. At $100,000 I've got. Need 2.5. That's all I've got. I've got no one-liners. If you've got anything, just jot them down and bring them over. 100 I've got, Rick. 105's got a good ring to it. Look at my newlyweds over there. This is a new wedding car. Almost. 105, I've got 7.5's online. At 107.5, it's online. Take it to 110 if you like. At 107.5, make it 110 or here. At 107.5, what do we think? Gentleman likes to spend that 110. In fact, he said no at 110 and then he bid more. I remember you, my friend. At 107.5, is there 110 perhaps? 110 on the nod. I've got 110 here, Tracy. At 110. At 110 now, looking for 2.5. 12.5, it's online. Back against you. Make it 15. At 112.5. At 112.5, and it's online now. Can't sell at that. At 112.5, so do I say 15? Yes? And nodding away at 115, very calculated. Rick, how about those guys? At $115,000, buyers need 2.5 to go. At 115, Paul, what about you online? At $115,000, folks, all done, but I can't sell. At 115 and triple O buyers, first, second, 17.5, it's here. Take me to 20. Can I say 20? It's 60,000 each. Sir, if you're a gentleman, you're kicking just over half. Can I say it? 120? Thank you. At 120,000, Tracy, straight back. At 120 and triple O, folks, at $120,000. Now, you haven't bid on anything else. I know this is the one you're here for. I know it. I can part-time clairvoyant, full-time real estate dentist and car dentist pulling teeth. But at 120, I'm here. At 120 and triple O now, buyers said 22.5, Paul from online. At $120,000, folks, can't quite sell it. Any change to my instructions? At $120,000, we're here, folks. Again, I call it away 3 times. For one of a higher bid, we're going to come and have a quick chat to you. All right, so at $120,000 buys, once, twice, third, and all done. You know the reserve? You do know it? All right, folks, we're just going to quickly, we're going to pass that in, but I'm going to pause it here with you. Good luck at $120,000, and we'll move on to the next lot. Do we have a bidder number, by the way? A bidder number? That's all right. Bidder number 204. Yeah, I'm back. Right, so we're just going to park that one there, folks. We're going to move along. All right, we've got lot number 28 buyers, a 2016 Chevy Camaro SS, the wide body. What a car this is. Now, just to be clear, there's been over $100,000 invested in this car. It is left-hand drive, US import, 55,000 kilometres buys. What a car it is, and good luck. Now, just to make the maths easy for you, over $100,000 has been spent on it, and I'm calling for an opening bid of $50,000. So you know there's no question of value. You know you're not going to own it at 50, but it's, again, you've got to make at least one bid. That's what your lanyard says. One lanyard equals one bid. No? Okay. $50,000 perhaps? Do we go there? It'll be the bargain of the year. Gee whiz. you'd beat the airplane home. Folks looking for an opening bid? Otherwise, I merely pass it in. All right, I do that now, folks. I pass that car in. If you've got interest, PC Taylor and the rest of the team. All right, we move along. Okay, the Evo. The 2004 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo. The GSR, folks. Properly engineered. Now, this is a motorsport Evo. This is ready to compete. It comes with a full roll cage and track tested December last year. Fresh. Look, this has had less than 100 kilometers put onto it since the rebuilt engine, and it's supplied with 4-wheel and tyre sets, guys. This is for the racing track. Could also be to get you home in a hurry, but what do we think? I can see people on the telephone there. I call for an opening bidder offer. I'm calling for $39,000. But you tell me where you see value, just call it out. Don't mind. I'm not a winker away. I won't take it the wrong way, I promise. Otherwise, I just merely pass in. All right. Okay, I'll do that now. Folks, I pass that in. Again, please see the Sunday Drive team if you have post-auction interest in that vehicle. And we move on. The Pagoda. Folks, what a car this is. Lot number 30. 1968 Mercedes-Benz 280 SL. This is the Pagoda with the concave roof, buys. This is a right-hand drive. I spoke to the owner yesterday. This is a reluctant sale, but they will sell. It's been tightly held for the last 20 or so years. It's got the bamboo, that tan interior. It's been expertly restored. Again, long-term maintenance, high-quality restoration, careful stewardship. And it is exactly that, folks. What do we think? An opening bidder offer for the Mercedes-Benz 280 SI, the Pagoda. What do we think, buyers? I don't mind. Something cheap and cheerful, I don't mind. Do we start it away? Call out a number. Do we start at $100,000? Can't sell for that. Just to break the ice. No question of value. Where is it? $100,000 now. At $100,000 we're here, folks. We're going to go in $10,000 lots. At 100 now, buyers, the 110 and where? At 100 with you, sir. I am committed to selling you at least one car, at least one, today, at $100,000. Gentleman is committed to buying at least one, I've got a 110 there. Is it 110, sir? And 110 now, better number 148, I think it is. At 110, or 128, got you, sir. 128 at $110,000. Is there 120? Sir, at 110, worth more than this, no question. At 110, sir, do I say 120? Iconic, as iconic as you are, at $110,000. Can I say 20, sir? No? Too cheap? At 110. Buyers, I need 20 from here, folks. Otherwise, at 110, I can't sell it. Buyers, it's a lovely piece of motoring history. And this is an investment that sits in the garage. It's the gift that keeps on giving. 20. Make it a 5. Minimum 5. It's got to be a minimum of 5, so it's well below. At 115 now, Tracy, we're going to go to 5. At 115, Rick, that puts the gentleman at 120, and he goes there now at 120,000. 130 is even better. 130. And I said no one ever. But at $130,000, 130, sir, have you take another 5 if it helps. At 130,000, we're just going to chip away. At 130, sir, make it a 5 perhaps. 135 at 135. Sir, do you want to go straight to 150? 140 I've got there, following sequence with a 5. At $140,000 buys, we go with 5 more. At 140 and 45, Rick, it's 145 against a gentleman there. At 145, I need a 50 now. 145, make it a 50. At $145,000 buys, and all done at 145, folks, first chance. 160. For the love of God, can someone just give me 180? No? At 160,000. 65? 65. Sir, at 15, I dare you. I double dare you. At 160, still below my instruction. 170. Sir, do you want to add 10, please? Otherwise a 5, but at $170,000. At 170, sir, another 5 if we can go there. At $170,000 buys, 5 more perhaps. So you've spent nothing yet. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. And I'm doing my best to help. But at $170,000, is there 5 more? At $170,000, folks, first chance. Second, Third and final time at $170,000. Can't sell it that, Rick. You know the reserve. Yep. Why don't we continue the conversation there with bidder number 128. Okay, so we're just going to park that 128 at $170,000. There's no change to my instruction, I don't think, is there? No. Okay, Rick, happy for you to have that conversation. Buyers, we're just going to park it. Yeah, we're going to park that. It's a good one-liner for a car. And we're going to move on. Yeah, it's a lot number 31. I'll give you any updates as they come to hand. Lot number 31, folks, is the 1966 Austin Healey 3000. What a car. The 3-litre, the big Healey Roadster. Restored example in classic blue. It's got the blue leather interior, the chrome wire wheels. Folks, if anyone saw it over there at the Sunday Drive display last night, today or yesterday, what a car it is. Good luck, folks. I call away for an opening bidder offer. Mr. Austin Healey, I know this is the one he's here for. I'm asking for 45. It's below my selling instructions. And by a long way. 45? Folks, anyone else? It's still well below my, but I take 40, why not? I've got 40 here, is there 45? At 40 now, would have been 45 perhaps. At 40, I thought I heard something over there. Do we need a 45?
Yep.
45, it's there. Just give me, there we go. Oh, I've got you there. Can I say 50 for you? 50? Yes? 50's behind. Got you on the hill at $50,000. At 50 now, at 55, at 50 it's here. 5 if you like. Over there it's 50 against you, and 55 here. At 55, make it 60. At 55, 60 straight back. 60 there and looking for 65. At 60 now, at 5. 65 at 70, can I say? Keep it up. 70, I've got you. At 70,000, I love the Austin Healeys. 70 and 75. At 75, looking for 80. At 75, we're at 80. It's against you, it's at 75. At 75, need another 5 to go, but it's $75,000. At 75, folks, do we take 2.5? Does that help? 77 and 5. Tracy, you're going to go in 2.5s. 77 and a half seated. 77 and a half, it's here. Do we go 80? 80, I've got. At 80 now, a little bit 82 and a half. 80, it's here. This gentleman must buy himself an Austin Healey. He knows that. It's going to be a restless sleep tonight, my friend. But at $80,000 and on the hill looking for another 2.5. 82 and a half, 82 and a half I've got. 82 and 5, it's here, looking for 85. 82 and a half seated, so 85 I've got. $85,000. At 85, how are we going over here? But at 85, make it 7.5 at $85,000. 7.5 perhaps. Worth it and more, these Austin Healeys. You love them. So do we, but at $85,000. Do we get another 2.5 or here or here? At $85,000, buys quickly now. First chance. Second, 87.5. 87.5, so this is an easy decision. Can I say 90? At 87 and 5, go 90 perhaps, sir. At 87.5, Richard on the hill is at 90. At 87.5, it's with you. 90 is where, buys quickly now. First chance. At 87.5, done. Twice. Third. 90 I've got, and we're on the market and we sell, Tracy. At 90,000 was buys and we sell it away. At 90,000 and 2.5 is in front. At 92 and 5, it's with you there, Rick. At 92.5, got you here. At 92.5, circle at 95 and we sell. At 92.5, 95 is where? At 92.5, and you may have done it first chance. Quickly, it goes. Second, third, 95. At $95,000. At 95, madam, sir, gentlemen, kids. At 95, here comes Xavier, putting in the quarter-minute mile. Roger, we call him, Roger Bannister. At 95,000, and we sell it. Doing a great job, mate. At 95,000, do we take $1,000? Perhaps Tracy change it to a 1. 97, I've got even better. At $97,000, sir, I'll take a 1. At 97,000, we sell the Austin Healey. At $97,000, buys anything left. All done. First, second, third, and it goes at $97,000. Twice.
What?
97 it's seated. Third, last chance, and we sell it away at $97,000. You may have done it. We are selling. How are we going on the phone here? Need to know, is this for this car? Is that the phone call? At 97, and we sell it. Done, done, done. And we are... It's yours. Congratulations. Well done.
172.
Thank you. So, 97,000. All right. Okay. Folks, lot number 32. It doesn't get more iconic than a McLaren 570S Spider. This car, beautifully presented, lovely, and again, credit to our owner. I had a conversation with her yesterday, but here's a bit of the kicker, folks. This car has distinct New Zealand-themed black Kiwi motifs across the bodywork. Nothing more New Zealand than McLaren, and gee whiz, they've gone on to conquer the world quite literally. Buyers, whether you're looking for a horsepower or a workhorse, a lot of versatile motoring here. Good luck, folks. I call for an opening bidder offer, and I like this. It's done under 15,000 kilometres. Full service history is the offering. What do you think, buyers, for a McLaren? I don't mind, $80,000 to get me started. Doesn't matter where we start, it's where we finish. Is it $80,000? Far below, where is it? $80,000 on the phone now, got your Si. I've got $80,000, I've got it on the online here, Si. It's online here at $80,000. Need a 5 from here. At 80 is it 85? 85 I've got. 85 is on the floor. 90 at $90,000, so come back if you like. At 90 and 95, sir, I've locked you in. At $90,000, buy, so keep bidding. 90 I've got, is it 95? 95 is here. At 95 on my left. At 95 would have been 100. You're not overpaying at $100, so this is your superannuation done. You're going to have a hell of a good time driving it. $100,000 with a gentleman. At 100 and 000 on the telephone perhaps, or here. At $100,000 for 5 and where. At $100,000, buy straight down the gunnels. At 100 and 000, folks. By the way, we're putting the sun so you've got to shield your eyes, and that's a bid. No? Okay. At $100,000 with you, sir. At 100 now, is there another 5? All done? At 105, it's online. 105's online. Where's 10? 105's online. 10 is here. 10's on the floor. 110 and 15 at 115. Sir, my money's on you, but I've been wrong before. But at 115 and you're bidding, well, 115, it's on the floor, Tracy. At 115, I've got a 120 on the floor. At 120, it's here. 120, so you go 25, 125 and back. At 125 is on the floor. 125 would have been 30. At 125, so 5 more and 30 now. At $130,000. At 30 now is F5. And 35 on the floor. 135. At 135, telephone's been quiet. SS the internet. 135 and 40. At 140,000. If there's any change, let me know. At 140,000, so do I go 5 more? At 140. 145, so it'd be one of the cheapest McLarens we've ever sold. At 145. So go 50 at 145 and 50 if you'd like. At $145,000 buys first chance at 1, 4 and 5. Second, third and 150, where is it? Okay, I've got 3 yeps. 150's online, can I say 55? 155, thank you, welcome on board. She shoulders her eyes, sir, but she's cheering you on. At 155, it's on the floor. At 155. At 155, I need 60. At $155,000 here, buy, sir, 5 more. At 155, or straight down the middle here, perhaps. At 155 from my one bid wonders. 160, now you need to bid again. 65 I've got. At 165, Tracy. At 165, Taylor, let me know if there's any changes. At 165, you hold the bid. At 165, looking for 70 to go. 165, it's here. At 165, I call it away, first chance. Quickly now at 165, done. Twice, third, final time at 165, 170, it's online. 170 online, but I heard a new voice. At 170, where's 75? Someone wave. At 170,000, it's online. Where's my 70? 170, is there 75? At 170, 75, it's here. Can I say 75?
Yep.
All right, where is it? I've got 75 here with Si, 175, it's here. I need 180. At 175 on the telephone, I've got you now. Don't leave me, as they say in the classics. At $175,000 on the phone with you. At 175, can I say 180 perhaps? You've had a quick sabbatical, but at 175,000, how are we going here, sir? You were bidding well at 175, need to know. At 175,000, drop it down to a 2.5 if it helps. At 175, please trace. At 175, it's here. Taking 77.5 perhaps. At 175,000, I'll do we go 77.5. Another 2.5, or here at 175. Buys first call quickly at 175. Yep. Where is it? Gotcha. There we go. In the cheap seats. 77.5, but I appreciate you're the highest bid. And by the way, it's a little bit cheaper than the car you're standing next to. Can we agree on that? At 177.5 and good luck. At 177.5, go to 180 I need. At 177.5. Can I say 180? For the McLaren, no question of value. At 177.5, buys. I need 180. Where is it? 180 now, welcome back. At 180,000. I didn't think you'd finished. At 180,000. You've come too far to come this far. At $180,000. At 180, can I say 82.5? At $180,000 buys, can I say another 2.5? At 180,000. Just let them know how much they're carrying in front of them sold for. It's 180, it's here. First chance at 180. Anything on the telephone? What? We're on the market. Let's sell, Taylor says. Let's sell it away. Here we go. Here's the entertainment. Here's the halftime. It's not quite the Super Bowl. We've got a bit of a restricted budget here. Hope you guys aren't responsible for what you did last night, but I sell it. Oh, stop. So good. No one will notice if you fall over. At $180,000 buys, and I sell it here to you for one of a higher bid. We're on the market and it sells, folks. At $180,000 buys. Where do we go from here? Take it 1,000, Tracy, if you like. At $180,000, good luck to the owner. She deserves it.
Yep.
At 180 and 181. At 181, got you there. 182, you don't lose a McLaren for 1,000. You do not lose a McLaren for $1,000. One more. The couple that bid together, you'll stay together. It's not scientifically proven, but I feel it good. At 181, but I sell it away first, second, third. Last chance at $181,000. Out here, how are we going here? On the telephone, anyone here at $181,000? We are selling, definitely out, out here.
They are the bidders.
82.
They are the bidders. They're holding it.
I thought you had it at 182.
Oh.
But it's worth it and more at $182,000. Do we go 3? Is it lucky or on the telephone perhaps? At $182,000 buys, but we sell the McLaren. We sell the Spider at $182,000, folks. Once, twice, and third. And it goes at $182,000. Definitely out. 182. Anything more? We are selling.
Quickly.
Selling, and we are out. Sold to you. Congratulations, you've done it. Stay there, stay there. Is there a bidder number there, site?
Is that a phone bid?
Yeah.
He won't have a bidder number, but he'll just make sure, I'll make sure Molly gets the bidder.
All right, can we bring back the pagoda? Yeah, lot number 30. Same bidder number? Yeah. Folks, we're just going to bring you back slightly to lot number 30. That was a 1968, the Mercedes-Benz 280 SL. This is the Pagoda. We pause here, Rick, I believe, with a bid at a level of $170,000. That's been kindly raised to 270. Confirm it. Confirm. Thank you. It's yours. Congratulations at $270,000. Give them a round of applause, folks. You right? All right, folks. Now we bring you along to lot number 33. The 2022, the Ford Mustang, the Scott McLaughlin, folks. Legendary buys. Of course it's red. Of course it is, folks. This is the Ford Mustang. This is the Scott McLaughlin limited edition. One of only 30 that were delivered in New Zealand. Scott McLaughlin, absolute legend, working alongside Ford and Mustang. Absolutely legendary. Folks, this is approximately 770 horsepower. Gee whiz, buys, what a car. Folks, come on, Trace. Come on, folks, I call for an opening bid. Maybe, is it $80,000? Do we start at 80? Folks, what a car. Don't leave him.
Yep.
Where is it?
Right here.
$80,000 and good luck because it's worth it and more. We're going to go to 5, Tracy. Going to go to 5, please. At $80,000 for 85 now. At 80 now at a bid 5. At 80 now and 5 to go, folks, because there's no question of value. Limited edition car buys. It's like money in the bank, but it's in your garage. At $80,000 there, folks, looking for 85 now. I call it away first chance. At $80,000, if I can tempt you in twice, third and final call. 85 was it? 85 and on the telephone. At 85
90.
now, 85 and 90 back. At $90,000 we are here. At 90 now at a bit 5. At 90 now at a bit 5. And yes, folks, this is a manual. At $90,000 looking for 5 more. At 90 now, is there a 5 to go? At $90,000 buys, how are we going? How are you guys going over there? You guys are like VIP. No one else has had a drink or food for the last 5 hours. You guys haven't missed a beat. The rest of them are like camels.
Yep.
And where is it? 95 I've got now. 95 now would have been 100. At 95 and 100 I've got. 100 now and good luck. At 100 now would have been 5 more. At 100 now is there 5 to go at $100,000. At 100 now and up the back of the Dell there really. But 100,000.
Yep.
Is there 5 more? 105. Richard, stay with them. At 105, all my racing enthusiasts in one position and one place. Hopefully it's first place. At 105, is there 10? At 105, looking for 10. At 105, it's here. At 105 now, buys first chance quickly now. And hammers up 110. I've got new interest. They're all bidding again. I thought they were friends. No.
They've all got the right shirts on top.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. At 110, I love it. At 110, need a 5 from here. At $110,000. At 10 now, is there 15? At 15, just confirm. Just give me a wave. At 115,000, got you there. At 115 now, at 20. At 115, now people are waving over here. No idea they're about to buy themselves a Mustang. Be careful waving at an auctioneer, folks. It's a very expensive pastime. So close. You are oh so close. But at $115,000, folks, I look for 20. At 115, is there 20 to go? At $115,000, buys there 20 now, first chance. At $115,000, twice, third, last chance. Where is it?
With Mark.
120 now, got your mark at $120,000. At 120, Richard, do you want to come back with 25?
Surely.
At 120 now, surely, that's the words.
Yep.
125, most relaxed bidder in the whole place. At 125, any more horizontal, he would be comatose. But at 125, Mark, can I say 30? At 125, it's here. How are we going here? At 125, I need a 5 now to go. At $125,000. Do I go 5 more? But at 125, first call. At 125, any change, let me know. At 125, twice now, third and final time at 120. 30.
Yep.
Got you back at $130,000. I love the way they make me count to 3. At 130,000. Sir, can I say 135?
Yep.
Yeah, 135. Is there 40? Any change, let me know. 135. At $135,040 if you'd like. At 135, it's here, buys first call. At 135, second and third and last chance at $135,000 for the Scott McLaughlin. At 135, no, okay, I'm taking a 2 by the looks of it. 137. Richard, I'd go straight to 137 is the current bid. At 137, make it 3 and go to 40. Is there 140? Can I say it? At $137,000. At 137, folks, need more than that.
138.
Oh, I thought you were giving me 140. No,
Trying.
Richard, Richard, minimum 2 at this stage, my friend.
Okay.
Minimum 2.
Yep.
39. Okay, sorry, minimum 3. I was just kidding. At 139. At 139, buys is there 41. The numbers make no sense, but the car does. At 139,000 or 770 horsepower. Almost faster than the speed of, I don't know, something, but at 139. Do I go to 41 here? First call at 139. Second, third.
Yep.
Okay, 41 at 141. Richard, get me to 45 at $141,000. Go to 45 if we can. At 141,
145.
145 is even better. At 145, and what a car it is. At 145, you keep it in a 2. 145 mark is at 47. How are we going here? At $145,000, go 47 if you like. At 145, buys first call here. Straight down the middle at 145. Twice now, third and final time at $145,000. Any change, let me know. At 145,000. All right, Richard, my suggestion is turn your microphone off.
Yep.
You know the reserve. Talk to these people about that reserve. Let's see if we can just edge our way closer. But hopefully with that microphone off. What can go wrong? Just give me 1 second, folks, to see if Richard can do his magic. Now would be timely. Appreciate your patience, folks. What a place. See if we can put something into their garage. A quick car at their garage. Now? All right. Richard, turn your microphone back on.
Yep, back with you.
Okay, how'd you go?
Not so good yet, Toppy.
Okay, what's their last bid?
145.
Well, I've got good news because it's on the market and we sell for one of
Alrighty.
the higher bid at 145. Now they need to bid quickly, much like this car.
Correct.
Folks, the Scotty McLaughlin, it sells at 145,000. I'll take $1,000 if it helps. Get your nose in front at 145. What a buy it would be. First chance and we sell it at 145 twice and the hammer's up. Third, last roll that I said, $145,000 and it's yours. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well done.
Congratulations. 166.
Lovely. 166. The person in my ear is saying, congratulations, what a car it is. So well done. Nice. All right, we got a lot number 34. Folks, here we go. It's not quite going to be buy one, get one free, but you've got the Ford Mustang, the Heritage Pair. The first one, the 2014, the Ford Mustang, that's a 50 years limited edition. A car 11 of less than 2,000 that were built. It's got the Wimbledon white anniversary specification, but wait, there's more because the older car is the 1964 Ford Mustang, the early production, one of the earliest actually of the Mustangs. Also, and you won't believe this, it's also finished in Wimbledon white. Folks, these are iconic cars, lovely. The reserve price, I can't see it standing your way. We're going to call for $80,000 as an opening bid. What do we think? Quite literally, this will take up your garage.
2 Mustangs.
2 Mustangs. What's better than 1 Mustang? 2 Mustangs. But what do you think? His and hers, hers and hers, his and his. We're not here to judge. We don't mind. Buys, is there $80,000 for 2 cars? Stop it. Stop it. Oh, I'm sorry. Start it. No, he's holding up his bidding paddle. I know how this gentleman works. I know he works. $80,000, and I won't sell it to you for 80. You want to break the ice? All right. Tough crowd. Folks, I'll need $80,000 to get me started for the 2 Mustangs. I appreciate that. I'm trying to sell them, not rent them. It's not personal. I know, gentlemen, I love them. All right, I'll take the $70,000 in. At $70,000, we're away here now, folks, going a $5,000 increment. At 70 now, I need 5 from here. At 70 now, bid for 75. At 70 now, we're 75. At 70 now, can't sell it. $70,000 buys. 75 perhaps, folks, first chance here. At $70,000 buys twice. Third, last chance. I can see the young fella waving. That's okay. You wave, mate. Mum and Dad will pick up the bill. Normally how it works, isn't it? At $70,000. Where's 80?
80.
Rick got you there at $80,000. And good luck. At $80,000. Bear with me. Just can't believe they're that cheap. At $80,000. Do you want to make it 85? 85 if you like. No. Yeah, 2.5 per car. $80,000 here, folks, but not a level I can sell the cars at. At $80,000 buys, I merely call it away 3 times. Rick, if you want to get them a bit closer to the finishing line, that would be great. Otherwise, at, where is it? 85 and back. At 85, the gentleman sharply dressed there, gents. Gee whiz. At $85,000. Obviously, the cocktail party starts soon. I can see that. Nice. At $85,000. Rick, can I say 90? At 85, otherwise I merely pass in. At $85,000 buys first, second, third, last chance at $85,000. All right, I can't sell at that. You know the reserve? You know the reserve? Oh, yeah. Rick, had that conversation there. I'm going to pass it in, but if anything changes, let me know. So at $85,000, we'll pass that in.
Yeah, but what's that? Who wrote that?
But we will just turn that. Richard, you've got to turn your microphone off, mate, when you talk. Careful. All right, we're just going to pass it in, and we move along To lot number 35, folks, the M3, the BMW M3. 1987, it's an E30, a left-hand drive. This is built for Group A touring car racing, the most successful touring car platform of its era, highly sought after M3 specification, and it is absolutely pristine presentation throughout. We've got an online bid here at $45,000. I'm going to go 2,500, Tracy, 2.5. Okay, 45 I've got here, 47.5 on the hill. At 47.5 on the hill now. 47. 60. I've got $50,000 here then. At 50,000 got you there. At 50. At 50,000, good luck, hold tight. At 50,000, be great buying at that. At 50,000, need 2.5 to go. At 50 here, looking for 2.5. 52.5. 52.5 and I'm back. At 52.5, make it 55. 55. Don't yell, rude. Rude. I'm just kidding. At 60,000, I've got you. Everyone's so excited. I won't sell it without looking at you. You understand that? 60, 2.5. At 62.5, 65 if you like. At 62.5, it's here. At 65, at 65 there. Go 67.5. 67.5. Much calmer. At 60, a little bit of emotion running wild there. At 60, where is it? Just give me away. 70, it's there. At 70,000, and where? 70, got you there. At 70,000 with Mark. At $70,000, buys it for 2.5. At 70 now, 2.5 if you like. At $70,000, folks, iconic car. At 72.5. At 72.5, buys it for 5. At 72.5 for 5 now, if you will. Can I say 75? At 72.5, sir, got to be 75. At 75, it's here. Actually, sorry, 75, it's here. So you go 77.5 because it makes sense. At 75, Richard, the bid's over there, 77.5 down the middle. At 77.5 and for 80.
80.
80, it's where? With Mark, I think. Where's the 80? Where's the 80?
With Mark.
Got you there, Mark. You need to wave both hands, my friend. At $80,000. At 80 now, looking for 2.5. At 80 now, it'll be 2.5. At 80 now, looking for 2.5. At 80,000, so checking in definitely out. Well bid. At $80,000 buys, first chance, quickly now. 80, 82, I'll take a 2. 82, Tracy, yes please, going in at 2. 84 with Si, $84,000 there. At 82 I've got here. 85 is better. 85 I've got, 85 I've got. 85 I've got. 85 here, sir, make it 7 if you like, make it a 2. At $85,000 buys first chance quickly. Here at 85, any change, let me know. 86, I'll take the single. At 86,000, seriously? Folks, we're on the market and we sell it. They've reduced their expectations. Congratulations to them. $86,000 and we sell it away. At 86 buys, I take $1,000 from here. I sell it away. At 86,000 buys, first chance quickly now for the Evo. First, second, third.
Half.
Where is it?
Half with
No,
Mark.
no, it's 1,000.
It's 1 or none.
And by the way, it's not the Evo, it's the M3. What am I saying?
1.
86, 87. 88, sir? 88. At $88,000, we're on the market and we sell away. At $88,000 buys a lovely piece of BMW history. At $88,000, folks, and it sells. Hammer up. No late bidding at $88,000. 89. Sir, it's going to cost you 90. At 89,000, you've got some good heritage here. Gee whiz. At $89,000, let's see what this gentleman here can do behind the wheel. At $89,000, nice to see you, sir. At $89,000, 90 now, and I sell it at $90,000. At 90 now, is there another $1,000 but it goes here? At $90,000 for the 87 BMW M3. The E30, folks, and I sell it away at 90, first call before it goes. At $90,000, folks, twice. Third, last chance, 91. Got you there, Mark, at 91. Got you there. 92. So, sir, just put the phone away, sir. Just ask for permission, beg for forgiveness later. 92. 92 at $92,000. As we say, you only place for second is regret and remorse. At $92,000 here, folks, so we sell at 93. So you are close. You can smell it. At 93. Ask the gentleman next to you the difference between first and second. He'll tell you first is best. He knows it. Well, he's not used to coming second, so that's all right. But at $93,000, I go 4. 94. At $94,000, folks, no second chance. Sir, definitely out. At $94,000 on the telephone. At 94, and we sell it. How are we going here? Done. at $94,000, folks, and we sell it away. Selling, you're out. It's yours, congratulations. Sorry, bidder number. Folks, if you look right in front of me here, buyers, this is the iconic 39 Ford Roadster, buyers. This is the last of our cars that we've brought out here onto the Dell for you to consider. World-class Art Deco custom rolling automotive sculpture. I struggle with words, okay, with numbers. Renowned Aussie custom built, hand-formed all-metal coach built. This is a sterling silver with the tan aircraft body. Folks, what a car it is. Show quality craftsmanship. It's an amazing car, folks. It does get better as you get closer. Folks, I wish you well. The reserve price needs to be reached. We're on the online bidding, I'll get my words right, at $87,500. At $87,500 here, buyers, is there $90,000? At $87,500, folks, for the car here, lovely Ford Roadster, I need $90,000. At $87,500, buyers at $90,000 and where? Folks, I just called it away 3 times. Can't sell it at that. At $87,500, buyers, first chance. Quickly now, twice. Third, final time, buyers. 90, I've got you there. At $90,000 and on the floor, need another 2.5 to go. At $90,000, buy another 2.5 if we can, folks. But at $90,000, I can't see the car. At $90,000, Rick, they want to have a go? At 90 and 92.5. Rick, I need them to go to 95. Up the hill, keep going. 95, can I say it? At 92.5, Rick, to your left. Yep. Go 95, perhaps. Gents, can I say it? At 92.5, first chance. Online at 92.5. Twice. Third. Last call. 95, thank you. At 95,000. Rick, stay with them. Gotcha. At 95,000 is another 2.5. At 95, need another 2.5 now if you can. At $95,000 buy, would have been 7.5 if you can. Otherwise at 95, 97.5, it's online. Rick, it's 97.5, need them to go to $100,000. At 97.5 now. For the only one I've ever seen. How many of these have you seen? It would cost $1 million to build it. Would cost a fortune. I've never seen one like it. Never seen one like it, folks, at 97.5. Need to go to $100,000. Need to go to 100 now. Can I say it? Otherwise, at 97.5, first, second, and third, I can't sell at $100,000 online. At 100 now, need 2.5 to go. At 100 now, it would be 2.5 if you can at $100,000. At 100 now, buyers would be 2.5 at 2.5 now. At 102.5, folks, need 5. At 102.5, buyers again. Sporting Mecca. At 102.5, folks, what a car it is. At 102.5 and online there, buyers is there 105. Buyers first, second, and third at 102.5 online. Rick, are we going to 105? Still below my selling instructions, as you'd imagine, at 102.5. Anything more? Anything left in the tank at 102.5? Rick, are we going to 105? We need more, otherwise I have to pass it in. Happy to pass it in? 105. At 105, we're just going to chip away here, buyers. At 105, we appreciate your patience, as always. The dress sense has definitely changed. I can see that. At 107.5 online. Let's keep it going. At 107.5, I need 110. At 107.5 here, buyers, is there 110 to go? What do we think? A lot of car for that. At 107.5. Absolutely iconic. As individual as my wife. At 107.5. The reserve would be higher, I know. At 107.5, buyers. Need 10, folks, first chance. At 107.5. Anything more? Second, third, last chance. 110. We're just going to chip away here, folks. The lights come on at 11 o'clock. Not really. At 110. Let's see what happens. Taking a long time. That's all right. Doing the best we can. Lucky I've got lots of strepsils. It's good. 112.5 is online. And Peter, I appreciate you bidding online. at 112.5. Is there 15 now? At 112.5. Rick, they need to go higher and reasonably quickly or I'll pass it in. Simple as that. Rick, you know the reserve price. You know the reserve. Otherwise, I just have to pass in. Peter, I appreciate your bidding online as well there. At 112.5. If there's any change, Taylor, let me know. All right. Folks, please, you've been fair warned. I just pass it in. First, second, third. Last chance at 112.5. All right, we're happy. Pass it in. All right, folks, Peter, we appreciate your bidding online. I will pass that car in at 112.5. 5073. Thank you. Now, speaking of iconic cars, it doesn't get any more iconic than lot number 37. This is the 1956. This is the Lycoming Special. Folks, just go through its heritage. Again, it was built by Ralph Watson. It was raced by Jim Boyd. It was competed in by Bruce McLaren and also Jim Clark. Folks, it doesn't get any higher up the motoring food chain than this car. It is one of New Zealand's most significant racing cars. Good luck. It was restored in the 1980s. Lovely car it is, guys. Again, this is that superannuation you just tuck away. Now, again, I'm going to call for an opening bid on this, Tracy, of $100,000. Going to call for an opening bid of $100,000. We'll go forward from there. Folks, what do we think? Iconic car. A little bit cheaper than that Bugatti right there. At 100, I've got you there. We're going to go in $10,000 bids. At 100, it's here, folks. Oh, actually, we'll go in 20s, Trace. Go in 20s. Yeah, 20s, please. At 100,000, I've got there. Is there 120 now? At 100,000, folks, you either know what this car is or you don't. And if you do, you bid. At $100,000 with you. At 120 now, perhaps. Otherwise, first chance at 100,000 for the Lycoming Special. Twice, third, and last chance at $100,000. Folks, I can't sell it at that. I can't sell it. Rick, do you want to go and have a conversation with my current favourite bidder? See if they'd like to improve their position. Give them some idea what they need to get beyond that finishing line. If I use up all my motoring puns. Whereabouts? Seated? 110. I've got 110 now. Tracy will go in at 10 if you like, so good luck and hold tight. At 110,000. Rick, they need to pay more now. They're at 110 here. At 110 there, make it 20 now and 20 I've got. At 120, sir, is there 30? At 120 would have been 30. At 120 it's here, 30 if you like. Sir, there's no question of value. Well below my selling instructions. At $120,000 and 30 on the knot. At 130 it's here. Rick, it's 130 in here. 140 perhaps. At 130. Does the gentleman want to buy another car for his garage? At 130,000, sir, could I tempt you back? Prestigious. At 130, so 140 won't buy it, sir, but it'll nudge you in front. At 130,000, so can I say 40? 140, it's online. At 140 now, 50 perhaps. At 140, is there 50? At 140,000, folks, this is an absolute one-off. At $140,000 buys, is there 50? Rick, they're out. At 140, how are we going here? First chance at 140, twice, third, last opportunity gone. At $140,000, 50. At 150 now, back on the floor. At 150, it's here, folks. I'll look for 60. At 150, buys and 60, if you will. At 150 and 60, where? At $150,000 buys again, I can't sell at that. At 150, Rick, do you want to have some conversation here with the horizontal gentleman? At $150,000, 160, it's online. At 160, bids are coming from around New Zealand. At 160,000, Rick, we're at 160 now. Does he want to go to 70? At $160,000, buys first chance at 160, second, third, last chance, it's at 160. Can I say 70? Gentleman gets serious when he takes his glasses off. I've learned that about him. I don't know. It's been a few hours. At 160. Rick, can I say 70? 170,000 I've got. Michael, online, I invite you back at 180. At $170,000 holds the bid, and it's here. At 170, buys, we're working oh so hard for our clients, as we all understand. At $170,000, Michael, do you want to come back online with 180? At $170,000 buys again, first call. At 170, anything more, anything left in the tank and online. Second and third. At 170,000, any change to instructions? All right, Rick, I'm going to park that property. Continue. What's the bidder number there, please? Yep. 310. Okay, we're literally going to park the car. If I can say that, we're going to park the auction at 170,000. Continue there. We'll be back in a moment. Parking it in. All right, folks, we're just bringing you back to lot number 27, which was the 1961 Chevy Corvette. We paused proceedings with a bidding at a level of $120,000. That's been kindly raised on the telephone. Tracy locked this in $160,000. And at $160,000, the expectations have been reduced. Delighted to say on the telephone it's sold. Congratulations. Give her a round of applause. All right, we now move along, folks, to lot number 38, the 1963 Porsche 356 SC, folks, and here we go. New Zealand, new factory right-hand drive, one of only 20 delivered to New Zealand. Original colours are there, delivered in November 1963. Everything is there that you will need. It was in the reference book, the 20 by Graham listed, folks, all the registration records, chassis data, and the period photos are there for you as a new buyer. Buys an opening bidder offer, the reserve price, which reflects the value of the car. If there's a number there, before I call it out, what do we think? Don't mind? Something in six-figure territory, $100,000 perhaps? Yep. Well, I've got 100, and then they said 60. You don't want to add them together, do you? But I'll take the $100,000 and good luck. At $100,000, folks, we're going $20,000 lots from here. At 100 now, make it a 20 if you'd like, but at $100,000. At 100 and 000, folks, and 20 perhaps. It's just double your original bid. That's all. It's 120, it's here. At 120, good luck. At 120, I've got 120 buys looking for 40 now. At 120,000, you just beat the online bid, so well done. At a speed of sight, at $120,000. At 120, we're here. 40 perhaps, but at 120, you hold the bid. Not yet the keys, but 120. Is there 40 at 120,000? 40 now, sir. Good luck. At $140,000. 140, sir. Could I say 60? At 160, I've got. At 160, sir. Take me straight to 180. At 160 now, sir. Can I say 80 on your behalf? Richard, right behind you. Can I say 180 there? At 160 here, sir. Can I say 80? Calling it away. First chance at 160. Not at a level I can sell. Twice. Third. Yep. Or three hands all went up. Okay, 180, it's online. 180, it's online. Can we say 200 here? Two? All right, 200, sir?
Yep.
Okay, 200. Where is it, Richard?
With Mark?
Yeah, got you there, Mark, at 200. Oh, there we go, sir. He was hiding behind the flag, hiding behind the Bugatti at $200,000. At 2, I've got. At 2, sir, make it a 20 if you like. At 220, straight back. At 220, sir, is there 40? At 220, sir, 40 if you like. I can see you now, direct line of sight. At $220,000 buys. Anyone else? At 220 buys, first chance. 240, it's online, sir. Can I say 60? And 260, sir, you're bidding well. 260, gentleman says yes. At 260,000 for 80 now. At 260, Donald may be online. Do you come back? 260, I've got here. At 260,000, do I take a 10? Does that help? 280, I've got 280, sir. I'd go to 3. Can I say it? At $300,000. Gentlemen's at 300,000. Instructions? Yep. Okay, and we sell away, folks, for one of a hybrid. So you buy it at $300,000, folks. We're on the market and we sell. At $300,000, so hold tight what a car it is. At $300,000. And we sell yet, take it down to a 5 even. Because I sell it at $300,000, folks. A 5 would put you in front. 5 to stay alive at 305 now. Sir, 310 at 305 and 10. Gentlemen, gives me the okay, the thumbs up, the nod at 310. At 310 and we sell it. Folks, is there 15 but at $310,000? And he goes, 15, sir, that's your opposition. It's online. 320 and now at 320,000. So gentleman hasn't even missed a beat. Don't even know if he's your heart rate's at about 60, sir. At $320,000. At 320, 325, it's online. 33, sir, at 3300 and 00. At $330,000, folks, is there a 5 to go? But at $330,000, folks, and it sells. Any news over here? What about online? Will I sell it to the gentleman here? At 335, sir, can I say 40? At 335 and 40, it's here. At $340,000 for the Porsche. The 1963, how iconic is this? At $340,000, folks, is there a 5? Or I sell at 345? 350, sir, at 350,000. Gentleman is back at $350,000. Buys there another 5 to go, but at $350,000, folks, and we sell away the 356 at 350,000. It would be iconic if we sold it for 356, but at $350,000, and I sell it here. First, second, third, 355, 360. Sorry, yeah. Actually, hold on. I'm going to take $1,000, Tracy. I want his bid to be 356. Yeah, 356. So you've got the 356. He hasn't bought it yet, but it would go down in history. 356 for the 356. 356 here. Take 1,000 online if you like. Or I sell it to the gentleman here. 357. Sorry. At 357 buys. Is there an 8? At 360 now, Tracy, and he's back. He's back at $360,000. But Tracy, again, I'll take a 1 if it helps. I sell it away at $360,000, folks. 61, so say it quickly now, 62. At 361, everyone has a limit. Maybe they're at theirs. At $361,000, and I sell it away first chance. At $361,000, so do we roll the dice or wave the flag? At 361 twice, and it goes third and final time at $361,000. Rick, what did you say? No, sir, 362, it's got to be. You can't value this down to that. But Donald online at $361,000. We are selling, and we are out. Sold online. Congratulations. Say that again. Yeah. Can I just say, sir, well bid, well bid. Unlucky, well bid. All right. Oh, here we go, folks. Lot number 39, the 1935, the Standard Swallow. Now, SS Cars Limited, if you don't know, later became Jaguar. All right, fantastic cars, guys. This is a right-hand drive example all the way back to the 1935. Folks, this is where the story all began. The pre-war elegance, faithfully restored to original specification. All right, here we go. Buyers, I call for an opening bid. Sorry, so sorry, folks. Well bid, well bid. All right, let's go, buyers. Let's make it. I don't mind. $60,000 to get me started. 60,000 folks to get me started. What do we think? Just an opening bid. Can we say it? All right. Otherwise, folks, I merely call it away 3 times, and I pass it in first, second, and third. All right. Well, in that case, buyers, I will pass in lot number 39. If you have interest, please talk to Taylor and his team. We move along to lot number 40. Now, here we go. All right, let's put some horsepower in. The 1968 Holden Monaro GTS 327. This is the benchmark Bathurst Monaro. If you don't know, this car won the 1968, the race that later became known as the Bathurst 1000. Folks, genuine GTS 327 specifications, a 4-speed manual, a lovely car. Good luck. I'm going to call for an opening bidder offer, maybe the $100,000, just to whet the appetite. I won't be selling it at that. A lot of interest in this car, I would have thought. Gentlemen here, sir, 100,000. Got you on board at 100,000. Mark is running. Good on you, Mark. At $100,000 I've got. At 100,000 there, folks, is there 20 now? At 100 now, it would have been 120 to go. At $100,000. Can't sell it that. Where's 120 to go? At $100,000 for the Monaro. At $100,000. Gee whiz, the kids will never be late for school. First chance at $100,000, folks. Can't sell it that. Twice. quickly, third, final time at $100,000. I've got 120, it's here, Richard. 120, that's it.
Yep.
At 120. How much? I've got 120, thanks, Rick. At 120,000, so there's no brainer at 40. At 140 now. At 140, sir, and 60, it's here. At 160 now, I've got you there, Clive. At 160,000, sir, do I say 80? At 160, 80 if you'd like. At 160 at the back of the hill. At 160, buyers, can I say 80? The car can go faster than these bids, just to be clear. At $160,000. Got to have some fun, don't you? At 160, wait, where is it? Where is it?
Clive's got 170.
Clive, where is Clive? Yeah, you got 180, can I say, Clive? At 180,000, thank you. At 180, looking for a 2 now. At $180,000, buys 2 to go. At 180, folks, it's got to be worth that all day long. Iconic motoring. At 180,000, Rick, am I saying 200,000? First call at 180, it's with you, Clive. At 180, twice, can't sell it. Third, last chance. I can see a lot of people waving. It's 180 here. Richard, how are we going out there, my friend?
Yep.
At 180, are we going 2, sir? I can't see, they're right behind the tree. Richard, are they bidding 200 there? Okay, I can't sell at that, folks. You're at 180,000. Again, there's no change at this point in time, buyers. Clive, if you want to have a conversation there with the gentleman and the people there, can they just hold up their bidder number so I know what their bidder number is, please?
I'll get someone to come and see you.
Do we have a bidder number? Clive, is there a bidder number there? 208 or 268?
Guy wants to register and
26?
the hat.
208. It's a good bidding number for a car, really, isn't it? All right. So, folks, we're just going to park that at 180,000 with bidder number 208, and we'll move along. All right, the Jensen Interceptor. What a car it was. What a car it is. Lot number 41, the 1973. Folks, absolute standout British excellence buyers with a touch of Italian styling. That's my own notes. Again, lovely car that it is. The 440 block. It's a V8. Believed to be only one of 13 registered in New Zealand. All right, folks, good luck. I call for an opening bidder offer. I've got 58.5 online. Looking for 60 from here. 58.5, not a level I can sell. The Interceptor, I'll be intercepting the bidder. 60,000 now. Buyers look for 62.5. G'day, Peter. I know this gentleman's bidding. Good luck, sir. 60 and 62.5 now. Looking for 65. 62.5 and all the funds happening online. 62.5 looking for 5 now. 62.5 buyers. Anything out here, buyers? Perhaps. 62.5, folks. Again, first chance. Second and third. Can't sell at that. We've got a 65, a 67.5. Yeah, just looking here. Is there? Do we have 70? And 70 and 72.5 now. At 72 and 5. Looking for 75. It's the only Jensen we're selling. At 72.5 buyers. Is there 75 to go? At 72.5, folks. First chance quickly and online. At 72.5, Terry, it's with you. Bidding online, 75. Brian's in. At 75, looking for another 7, 7 and 5. Double 7.5 there. 80 would be next. For the Jensen Interceptor, all the way back to 1973 at 77.5. Looking for 80, it makes sense. At double 7.5, folks, 80 if you'd like. At 77.5. Thanks for still staying here, by the way. We appreciate it. 80. You guys are rugged up. You're obviously local. You're wearing shorts at $80,000. At $80,000 and online buys an 82 and 5. I need an 85. At 82.5, folks, is there 85? If there's any change, let me know. At 82.5 to go. 82.5, is there 85 and where? At 82.5, Josh, I think you should buy this. Just my thoughts. What a lovely anniversary present it would make. At 82.5. 85 if you like, but at 82.5, folks, and online first chance. At 82.5, folks, quickly 85 now. At 85, is there 7.5? 85, Ashton, it could be a hell of a first car. At $85,000, Aria, looking for an upgrade. 87.5, it's here. 87.5, looking for 90 to go. 87.5, any exchange, let me know. But 87.5, folks, first chance. Quickly now at $87,500. At twice, third, and final time at 87.90's in. At $90,000, buyers again need a bit of a change if we can, but at $90,000. Need another 2.5 at 90,000. It's here. Another 2.5, perhaps, folks, at $90,000. Again, calling it away. First chance. Second and third at $90,000. Can't sell it, Brian. At $90,000. Again, we're happy to continue the conversation offline, but again, buyers, there needs to be another 2.5 here. Again, I look at the underbidders. I look at Terry. I look at Peter. Online here, folks, if you've got anything left, we are oh so close. But I can't say that we're on the market, so at $90,000. Again, what about if you, six of you put in 500, that's 3,000. And put that on top of the 90,000, that's 93,000. That'd be great. They're laughing, but they're not bidding, Tracy. I don't know what's going on here. At $90,000. First call, all right, pass it in. Happy, there's no change. Again, we're just seeing if there's any change to our instructions. Trace. Are we? Folks, it's been a hell of a reduction. Taylor's bringing me great news. It's like Christmas has come early. It's on the market, and we sell the Interceptor. Brian, it goes to you. Tracy, I'll take $1,000 for helps. But we sell away. 1973, that Jensen Interceptor, piece of British motoring excellence, buys, and it goes. At $90,000, is there another $1,000 race? Sell it away, first chance. At $90,000, buys twice now and quickly. Third, and I sound like a race caller, but there's no race. All done, but the race is run at $90,000 and we're sold. Congratulations online. You can give them a clap. It's still a Byron or not. Lot number 42, it's the 1968, the Chevy Camaro SS, the 396. The big block, the V8, power steering, power convertible top, 12-year Cromwell ownership. This is the local. This is local as some of you are. But again, guys, it's a lovely, iconic car. I'm going to call for an opening bidder offer. Is there maybe $50,000 to get me started? Otherwise, I just merely take it away. And I've got $50,000 now. Tracy, we're going to go in a minimum of a 5, please. At $50,000, I need a $5,000 to go. But at $50,000, half your friends have left you. That's okay. 3 is all I need. We've got rid of the quantity now. There's just the quality. At $50,000, I don't know. At $50,000, buys there 55. Otherwise, I just call it away 3 times. Pull online. Not at a level I can sell the car. At 50 and 000. Mark, any interest out here? First chance at $50,000 for the Chevy Camaro. Second and third. All right, I can't sell it at that. Bidder number 5052. We appreciate your bidding online, but I will be passing that in at $50,000. There can be some conversation going on afterwards. Well, speaking of Australian, like I am, nothing is more Australian, folks, than the Holden FJ. This is a 1953. What a car. It is the absolute head turner. All right, this is award-winning, bars. It's all there for you. Show quality, presentation, inside and out. Love the colour, if I can say that. Tastefully modified Australian classic. Here we go. Buys a 3.3 litre Holden 6-cylinder. Tracy, I don't mind. An opening bid of $20,000 if you like.
Wrong. Nope.
No, that's right. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, no, you're good now.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, the video was wrong, but that photo is right. There you go, guys. I just realised this video is going on. Folks, what do we think? Opening bid, is there $20,000 for the FJ? A lot of strong pre-auction interest in this one. Can I say $20,000? Surprises me somewhat. Gee whiz, iconic Australian motoring. Where is it? Just give me a wave. I can't see it.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go, sir. I thought you'd fallen asleep, so you're back. Yep. Gentleman just had a nana nap, and he's back. He's back in no time.
He means
at $20,000, and welcome on board. At $20,000 trades, we're going to go in, we'll go in 2.5s. At $20,000, they're 2.5 from here. At $20 for 2.5, maybe online, so you hold the bid. At 22, at 20 here, is it 2.5?
2.5. We're looking at 2.5s. Yep.
At 22.5 there, sir. 25, if I can say it. At 25, it's here. Go 7.5. It's a hell of a car. You know that. And you've got plenty of fans there by the looks of it. A gentleman down here has only one fan.
You only need one, Tulpy.
You do. That's what the website says. All right. At 25, sir, we go 27 and a half. Minimum 2.5, sir. It's below my selling instructions. At 25 here, sir, I call it away. First chance with you. At 25, sir, quickly.
Won't take it at this stage.
Twice, needs a 2.5, sir. Second, third, final time at 25. Yep. Nodding at 27 and a half.
Yep.
Sir.
30.
Where is it?
30.
30 I've got there. Do we have some interest here? I've got $30,000 back with the opener. 30 here, it's at 32 and a half. I know there's some interest. Mark, are they interested? They should be. Oh, stop it. It's too cheap. At $30,000, it's here. So do we go 32 and 5? Richard,
Yep.
turn your microphone off, Richard. And if you want to talk to the gentleman seated there, give them some idea what they need to pay to get closer to the finishing line, please. All right, we're just going to try and expedite things as much as we possibly can. Even down here in Arrowtown, the lights go off at around about midnight. So that's okay at $30,000. If there's any interest over here. All right. At $30,000, needs to be more than that, Richard. Just let me know. 40. All right. Advance their position to 40. You have to buy it. You have to buy it. Iconic. Look at the video. Picture yourself there. In fact, with AI, we can put you behind the wheel. But with money, you can put yourself behind the wheel. How's that? At $40,000. Again, any change, let me know. At $40,000 on your lead. Do I take $1,000, Richard? Does it help?
Would one help?
At $40,000 for $1,000. At 40, it's here. Again, Richard, turn your microphone off if they want to improve their position. Now would be timely. At $40,000. Lovely car. If we pass it in, this will be sold, no doubt. Absolutely no doubt. How are you, mate? Nice to see you. Richard, I need a number, my friend, or I just merely pass it in. At $40,000, if there's an advance, need to know. Anything more? No, it needs to be at least 45, sir. Be the best money you've spent. Can I say 45? Yep. At 45, now you can turn your microphone back on. At 45, any change, let me know. At $45,000 buys, realistic expectations, we understand that. At $45,000, Tracy, I'll take a one if it helps. At $45,000 buys, any interest online? At $45,000, one. At $45,000 buys, first chance. Quickly now, at 45 twice, need to know. Third and final time at $45,000. Can we go 5 more? That's what I'm being told. You'll look back and wish you had. You will. 100%. With this car, you absolutely will. Absolutely will. As years go on, less and less become available. Even less in a condition like this. 5 more. All right, otherwise I pass it in and we move it on, Richard. No change? No, I'll have to pass in. Okay, so what we're going to do, so what's your bidder number? I'm going to sell this subject to the seller's approval. 164 at 45,000. I'm going to sell it subject to the seller's approval, and I do that now. So sold subject to the seller's approval, and I wish you well. And we move along, and here we go. Lot number 44. Well, gee whiz, the 1968 Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow doesn't get much more iconic than this. It says timeless British luxury. It does not include the chauffeur, but I'm sure that's not going to be too hard. Should be a fairly easy position to fill. The two-tone blue and silver bars. This comes with the rear fold-down picnic tables. Absolutely. Iconic motoring bars. I wish you well. Now, we haven't got many left. 6, in fact. So I call for an opening bidder offer, buyers, on the Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow. I don't want to overshadow you. Do we start at maybe $20,000? Be great buying at $20,000. Yes? Yes? Just confirm it. Be great buying at 20 for a Rolls-Royce at $20,000. Good on you, Eddie, and online. Turn up to Woolworths for the shopping. Go through your drive-through in a Silver Shadow. Stop it. At 60,000, no, don't stop. At 60,000, I've got now, need 2.5 from here. Sorry, at 20,000, need 2.5 from here. Buyers at 20 now. Yeah, no, sorry, I just got a 60,000 from somewhere. Got ahead of myself. At $20,000 there, folks, is there 2.5 and where? At $20,000, buyers first chance, quickly. For a Rolls-Royce, stop it. Second, third, last chance at $20,000. 22.5. They're coming in thick and fast. It's Wellington versus Nelson. It's like the Ranfurly. At 22.5, need 25 now. At 22.5, Eddie, do you want to come straight back with 25? Still blatant, he says yes at 25 now. Tim, I look at you, is there 2.5 to go? At 25 now, folks, again, still below my selling instructions. At 25, would have been 7.5. At 25, would have been 7.5. What do we think, folks? FJ, Holden, Silver Shadow. I don't know. At 25, I've got need another 2.5. Otherwise, I'd call it away first, second, and third. And last chance at 27.5, we're there. Eddie, do we go 30 at 27.5? I need 2.5 from here, folks, but I can't sell it at $27,500. Eddie, I look online, it's another 2.5. I call it away first, second, third, last roll of the dice at $27,500, buys. All done. All right, pass it in at $27,500. No change? No. All right. In that case, buys, without delay, I will pass it in. Bidder number 5026. I'll pass it in at $27,500. All right, now we go on to the lot number 45, the 1976, the MGB GT V8, the right-hand drive. All right, factory built, it's a GT V8, and what a car it is. Correct, honest GT V8, originality and documentation on site. It's a reconditioned engine, has been fitted, original matching engine block included. Gotcha. All right, folks, call for an opening bidder offer. Maybe $20,000 to go. To get me started, folks, $20,000. Again, otherwise I just pass in. Calling it away first chance. Second and third. All right, Tracy will pass that in. And we move along. Lot number 46, buys, is the 1970, the Lotus, the Elan. This is always garage, minimum use, so we've been told. Built by Swallow Coach Building and Company. So again, this is one of the originals of the Jaguar vintage, if I can say that. 1930 sporting coach-built design. Folks, an opening bidder offer. Again, happy to kick it away at $20,000 if it helps. Otherwise, again, buys, we merely move along to our conditional buys who I know are watching online. What do we think? All right, call it away first, second, third. All right, we pass that in as well, Tracy, please. Folks, we appreciate your patience as always. All right, something a little bit special here, buyers. Lot 47. It's the 1971 Porsche 911T. This is blue chip, early 911 days, meticulously restored with focus on originality, which we appreciate. It's the long hood 911, outstandingly presented throughout, as you can see from the video on my left, your right, absolutely restored to a high standard. Buyers, good luck. An opening bidder offer. Just going to call for an opening bid at $100,000. I know it's getting cold, but let the bidding started away. And is there an opening bid here? Mark, is there an opening bid of $100,000? Back of the room there at $100,000. I appreciate that. Thanks, site. At $100,000 now, folks, we'll go along, I don't know, maybe $10,000 lots. At $100,000 buys, and 10 is where? At 100 and 000, folks, 110 for a little bit of competition. Calling it away first, second, third, and final time at $100,000. And 110, 120 is online now. At 120 and 30, straight back on the floor. At 130,000, a gentleman standing. At 130, stay there. So keep saying what you're saying. At 130,000, you don't need much encouragement. 40's online. At 140 and 50, straight back. At 150. At 150 on the floor. 150, sir, looking for 60 now. At 150 and 60 to go. 150 and 60 if you'd like.
At 150, 60 makes sense. Buys first chance at 150, telephone perhaps. At $150,000 twice, can't sell it. Third and final time. At $150,000. Again, I can't sell it at that number. 60's online. Can I say 170, sir? You're doing well. Can I say 170? 5? 165, taking the 5 now. At 165, sir, and you lead once more. At $165,000, is there 70? 165 with side. 165 buys and 70 perhaps. Otherwise, again, I call it away first chance. At 165, I need a 70 perhaps online. Second here, third, final time at $165,000 buys. Again, below my instructions. Any change to my instructions? At 165. Just waiting, sir, at 165. Just some instructions, please. Love the way the horse posed for the photo. 170, it's online. Sai, is there 75? I've got 70 online. At 170 online, 75 if you'd like. Any change, let me know. At 172, at 172, got your bid. At 172, at 170, happy to reciprocate online. At $172,000, is there 75? At 172, no, 74 is fine. 74 is fine. 172. Thanks for being here, by the way. This is the biggest car auction New Zealand's ever had. That's pretty cool. It's going to be cool. Nice to say you were here at the beginning and the end. At $172,000, any change? Calling it away first chance. Ashton, stay with me. Twice. Third. And final time at 172. Okay. Stay with me, Sai. Appreciate it. If I get too tired, I've got Shani here. I've got Richard here. Everyone's here, which is great. At $172,000. Appreciate your patience. Big decision we ask people to make. Don't leave me, sir. Don't leave me, sir. Could be your lucky day. We're just getting instructions. So why walk home when you might be able to drive home? You could, I'm being told you might be able to fly home in this car. Let's find out. Okay, so we can't sell it at this stage. Happy to continue the conversation. Okay, 174, new face in the race, and welcome back, sir. At 174,000, so you were so close with the last one. At 174, welcome back. At 174, it's here, sir. Say 76 if you'd like. At 174, 76. Sir, can I say 78? Yep. At 178, 180. Sir, can I say 2? 182 on the nod. 84, sir. At 182. Big decision, understand that? 182, and we're on the market and we sell. So now I take 1 because we sell it. At 182,000, I'll sell 1 if you'd like. Can I say 83? 83 I've got. So I take 1 from you as well. At 183,000, we sell. Say that again. 84. Okay, people are standing. Si, move away from camera, please. People are telling me online that Si is standing in front of camera. Thanks, Si. At 183 and 4, it's here. At 184. One job, Si. One job, stay away from the camera. As a gentleman that can't stay away from the camera. 184, sir, is it 85? 185. Sir, 186, I've got. At 186. Sir, can I say 87? At 186, he's saying is out, sir. Sir, I salute your bidding, sir. You bid well. And you may have done it. You deserve it. At $186,000, and we are selling. Selling, you have. It's yours. Congratulations.
Number.
Bidder number, sir.
153, Toby.
153. I don't know if they're cheering the car, but I think they should be, because it's a hell of a car. All right. Why fly when you can drive faster than an aeroplane? That's what I always say. Lot number 48, it's a 2023. This is the Porsche 718 GT4 RS. This is a hell of a car. New Zealand new. This is one owner since then. So thank you to them for obviously freeing up their hold on the title of such a car. 4 litre, naturally aspirated flat 6. There's just everything that goes with this car. Yeah, the words, a track weapon with road manners. Much like some of the people here. Just kidding. What a car. Buys online, on site. Now, Rick, before he goes, sir, you are a Porsche man. I think you know where I'm heading with this. Look, I'm going to call for $100,000. I can't be selling it at $100,000 just to break the ice because it deserves a few bids. And where is it? Absolutely. Oh, sorry, sir. Online's 100,000. I'm going to take you a bid as 20,000. 120. It's worth more, no doubt. 100,000's online. 120, 140 now. Sorry, 120. Just to be clear here. Now I've got 120. I look for 40, Tracy. At 120 now, I look for 40. Yep. No, I've got you. At 120, I've got here. At 20 is online, Tracy. At 120 online, reinstate. 120 is online. Got you there. At 120 and 40 now, if you like. Mark, Rick, can I say it? At 120 now, at a bit 40, if you like. And what a car. 140. At 140 and buckle in. At 140,000, I can see the telephone here, but I've got 140, it's here. Maybe 160 online, but at 140 you hold the bid. At 140, and where do we go from here? 160 now, got you, sir. At 160,000, sir, and I won't forget you again. At 100, because it's worth it. At $160,000. 180 if I can say it. At 160. It's a lot of laughter considering they're in second place. Just kidding. But at $160,000. Can I go 80? I'll take a 10, Tracy. So you lead at 160. Rick, I'll take a 10. I half my demands at $160,000. Buys first chance, Rick. Mark, is there 170 twice? Third and final time at $160,000. Be the buyer of the night, sir, at that level. Can't sell it. Is it 170? At 160. So have a look. The 718 Cayman, the GT4. There is no question of value. No question, sir. You lead the way. At 160. I haven't done it all day. A bend or bid is 170. So take me to 180. So you are close. I can't sell it to you. 170 on behalf of the sellers at $170,000. On the floor, sir, can I say 180? So just to help you. Just to help you. I'm below my instructions. 180 if you like, sir. I know they're not going to sell it at that, sir. But if you go to 180 and there's no one higher, we're going to pause and talk to you. Can I say it? 180? It's still considerably below my selling instructions. All right. No, sir. Out? All right. Folks, otherwise, if you're watching online, I just pass it in. We move post-auction. First chance at 170. 80, sir. That's all I need. Richard, just turn off your mic. Nope. Second time. Richard, happy that you disclose it. Happy you disclose. Bear with me, folks. Trying to get a deal across the line. Understanding this is the first time ever that this car's been available and for sale. 180,000, sir, and I appreciate that. At 180, any change here? No. All right. Richard, at 180,000, there's no one higher. What's the gentleman's bidder number, please? We'll pass it and you can continue that conversation. Oh. We will park that. Rick, to be clear, Rick, no further interest here. Otherwise, I'm going to park it here with the gentleman. Just getting the bidder number at 180,000. Just getting a bidder number. Bear with me, folks. 180. Yep. 306. All right. Well, folks, in that case, I will park the auction. Richard, continue the conversation, please, at 180,000 when we move on to the second last lot, the penultimate, as they say, folks. Lot number 49, the penultimate Packard, the 1948 Packard, the Custom 8, the left-hand drive. What a car it is, folks. Post-war American luxury. And it's a convertible in that as well. So ideal for days down here, buys. Elegant open top, the Packard flagship. What a lovely car it is, buys, and I wish you well. Folks, I'm going to call for an opening bid or offer maybe $50,000 just to whet the appetite. Worth a lot more than that, but that's okay. Is there $50,000? Either online or on the floor. Otherwise, again, I call it away first, second, and third. All right, well, in that case, we will pass that in. Back into the hands of Taylor and the rest of his team. That brings us to the final lot of the day. We appreciate your patience, folks. You've been with us for, well, around about 3¼ hours, really. Appreciate that. Lot number 50 is the 1953 Bentley MK6R. All right, here we go. So Providence example. Sold new, the Grove Garage in Cheltenham in July 1953. Early ownership, talk about royalty. Early ownership, Lord and Lady Dolverton. Folks, shipped to New Zealand aboard the RMS Pipperiki. And again, there's effectively 4 owners from new. Look at the video there, guys. Absolute elegance and good luck to the sellers. Folks, I call for an opening bid or offer. Is there $20,000 to get me started? I don't mind if we started away online or on the floor here. It's the final lot of the evening. All right, well, buyers, disappointingly, I will pass it in. So, oh no, there's a bid coming at $20,000 online. There we go. At $20,000 online there, folks. Looking for maybe 22.5 if it helps. 22. The last lot. This must be the one you've waited for. Look at you two romantics. What do we think? All right, guys. Is there 22 and 5? Or I will be passing in, folks. First, second, and third. All right. Well, look, I do record the bidder number 5060, but I will pass it in at $20,000. Folks, that does conclude our Sunday Drive Ayrburn Classic Auctions for 2026. Thank you. We do appreciate it to Taylor and to the team. Thank you. Anything else you need to know?
Just really want to mention that tomorrow we're open all day for doing deals under the auction environment.
Yeah, that's a good point. So just so, as Taylor's saying it, the Sunday Drive team will be here all day tomorrow to do deals for any of the cars that have been passed in or parked or still available by. So again, thanks very much. Give Taylor and his team a round of applause. They deserve it. Apart from that, enjoy your night. Stay safe. If we can be of any help, let us know. Thank you, folks. Thank you, Tracy.
Night, night.